free and confidential information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP. Learn more at samhsa.gov/support. That's samhsa.gov/support.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Happy. That's happy. Enter it now.
Your chance to win is at ESPNAVL.com. Good luck.
Live from the Ingalls studio,
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
the Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog see! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh, my God. The Jets killed him.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. The Sportsocracy, heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app, and we are seen everywhere on the YouTubes. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat for
Overreaction Monday!
They're
They're not overreactions today, and I got to mess up.
There's a whole bunch of them.
Jeremy went 5-0 this week, boys. Woo!
Good for you. We got one more playoff game in the wild card round tonight, Monday Night Football, Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. We had, all of them were good.
They were
Every game that we saw this weekend was good.
Except for the last one.
Yeah,
which
night
looked like the end of the fight between Peter Griffin and that big-ass chicken. Oh, you're bleeding. Poke him with a stick. See if he's dead. Are you still alive? Or do we need to reckon we need to dig a hole, but you in it? Because you look like you've been taking quite a beating.
It was one of the worst nights of Justin Herbert's life.
It wasn't good.
I would imagine that.
It wasn't good. We did not prep this. We know we're talking about all the games. I don't know which one you want to start with, but I'm here at your direction, and I can't wait to talk about all the games that happened.
Okay, it's good to know. I'm glad that was wow.
Oh, I'm prepped up and ready.
Yeah,
there's one specifically that I'm really looking forward to talking about. Some of the others, it's 6 one way, half a dozen the other.
Well, the headline of the day, I think, is that there will be a new champion.
Yes.
The Philadelphia Eagles are out, so we will have a new champion.
Oh, is that where you want to start? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I believe we should.
Okay, so we're going to start with the Eagles, which means I'm going to have to dig into my bag of impressionist tricks. And I believe that our sitting president has a take on Nick Sirianni. He is a stupid person. He got what he deserved. Everyone knew it. Everyone saw it. He got what he deserved. I told you. Nada, nada, boo-boo. Stick your head in doo-doo.
Well, thank
Every single Philadelphia Eagle fan that was not Gambit fan, a handful of others. Bob Brown, some of the really wise ones that are in our YouTube chat. If I had $1 for every time I've gotten a text this year going, man, you really hate on Nick Sirianni, Super Bowl champion. Yep. Yeah, I sure did. And you know why? Exactly what happened to you yesterday, which was your Super Bowl champion. He is really not particularly bright, and it was obvious real early of how do you screw this up? This would be like somebody walking a Maserati to your house and just going, drive it from point A to point B, and you get in the passenger seat and go, boom! He is absolutely comically awful.
Picking a fight with A.J. Brown on the sidelines is one of the dumbest things I think I've ever seen a coach do.
I honestly, this is hard for me to do. I felt sorry for all Eagle fans. Usually I feel sorry for the good ones, and I sit back and laugh at the bad ones. I actually felt sorry for all of you because I knew the hype you came into the season with. Oh, it's Dynasty. Got Saquon and A.J. Brown, and what do you think? What retail you think that roster's going to look like next year?
Yeah.
because I'm going to venture a guess that A.J. Brown has
played his
probably
life.
already called his agent and gone, I don't care where you send me.
Mm-hmm.
Get me away from Huey Magoo over here.
Right. I'll sit out. I don't care.
I'll play for the Dallas Renegades in the UFL. Just get me away from Dum-Dum.
Wait a minute.
Here.
Does he have any eligibility left? Can he come back? Yeah, I mean, now that it's a fair game, I mean, we're pulling dudes out of the G League to come play in college basketball now. Hey, maybe they can pull an NFLer and that. Maybe A.J. Brown could help somebody win a national championship next year.
I'm actually convinced that so few people are watching college basketball that Baylor thought they could just get by with it. I mean, nobody's watching these games anyway. We'll just pull a guy down from the Bulls. Trot him out there. Big dude. What's his name? Dave? Dave what?
Is that a path we could? Can I do that at 30? Can I still have one more year of eligibility left at 30 years old?
I enjoyed every single second of Eagles 49ers. It was a very competitive game between two teams that are just not very good. Mm-hmm. And now, I told you before this show ever started, I'm finna take so many victory laps that I'm going to make myself nauseous. Because you know what the only thing I kept thinking about during Eagles 49ers was?
What is that?
If I got John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan in a room and I held them down and gave them truth serum, how quick do you think they would say, man, you were right about Sam Darnold. We should not have let him leave here because Brock Purdy sucks. Those two quarterbacks were actively trying to figure out which one of you was awfuler so the other one could accidentally fall backwards into a win. And you did, because the awfuler of the two is Jalen Hurts. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you're not winning anything with either of those two unless you build that Eagles roster that is stacked 2-53.
Yes.
Jalen Hurts was horror awful yesterday. Mm-hmm. And Brock Purdy was only fractionally better. He threw two of the worst interceptions I've ever seen. One of them horribly timed. Also, I'm going to ask it's my first day. I really don't know much about football, so forgive me if this is a stupid question. Why do you keep throwing at Quinion Mitchell? Of all the people on this field, throw it at Nikki Bella's boyfriend or whatever corner is on the other side of this. Ooh. Stop throwing it at Quinion Mitchell, because that's a terrible idea. Yeah, Cooper DeJean's dating Nikki Bella.
I don't know who that is.
Yes, you do. The WWE girl that dated John Cena.
Nikki Bella.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
She's a twin. She's super hot. I'll be honest with you.
She is.
No doubt.
She's pretty cute.
She's also about old enough to be Cooper DeJean's mom, which makes me want to look directly at this camera and go, Fives.
She's 42.
Yeah. Oh, she is old enough to be his mom, which means now I am going to look at that camera and go, Fives.
He called him a cougar. Nice.
There's a dadgum cougar in the car.
Yeah, no, I didn't know who that was. Mm-hmm. Oh, she's part of the Bella twins. Right. Yeah.
In other breaking news, water's wet in today's Monday.
I've never seen them wrestle. I've just always ever heard them talked about. Yeah. Last night, it was all out on the table. The dysfunction of the Philadelphia Eagles is so obvious. But my question is, how do you fix it? What do you do at this point?
I have one that would be a very quick fix.
But you ain't going to do it. I don't think anybody in that front office would do it. Do you?
I think if Howie Roseman knew he could get John Harbaugh, I think he'd do it right now.
Really?
You can't possibly be sitting there looking at the combination of talent that team has. How are you this bad? You have the best defensive coordinator in the league. You have the best running back in the league. You have the best tandem of wide receivers and a tight end that has outplayed every tight end in the league not named Trey McBride. Mm-hmm. By the way, your offensive line's pretty good, and you have one of the best young corners in the league, and that's still not enough for you to get out of the first round. And I know what every Eagle fan's going to say, well, we're reigning Super Bowl champions. Congratulations. A broke clock's right twice a day. Mm-hmm. I have never been wrong on Philadelphia. No, they won the Super Bowl last year. You're right. They went through a really flawed NFC, and they beat a broken Kansas City Chiefs team.
Yep.
Awesome. If you told me right now they didn't get back to the divisional round of the playoffs with Nick Sirianni as the coach, I wouldn't be surprised in the least, because this is what happens to mediocre coaches. You're 100% beholden to your offensive coordinator and your defense coordinator. So all you have to do is hire incorrectly one time, you're dead on arrival. I told you this about the Eagles in week 2. There's nothing you're going to do to fix this because it's basic tenets of football. That's what I love about this sport. It's real easy to figure out. You watch basketball, a team can get hot, a point guard just can't miss, whatever the case may be. It's hard to figure that out. Baseball, you'll get a second baseman and all of a sudden they can't throw it back to the first baseman. A catcher that can't get it back to the pitcher. That never happens in the NFL. The better team wins 95 times out of 100. It happened in every single game this weekend. The better team won. Every lesser team had a chance, and they couldn't do it because they weren't as well coached. They didn't have as good of players. The scheme was lacking. Whatever it was. It's the beauty of football to me. And I knew the reason I've been such a keister hole about the Philadelphia Eagles all year, because I knew this was going to burn you. Even if you'd gotten by San Francisco, you play Chicago next week, they're going to score points on you. You will throw that timely interception, and you'll be out next week. If you're not out next week, eventually you have to play one of those teams from the AFC West, and may the odds forever be in your favor. That's going to be a theme of this day. It's weird how the better coach won in every single game that we had. All of them. Last night, Philadelphia's Quinyon Mitchell, handful of other players played well enough to win. Nick Sirianni did not coach this team well enough. He has completely lost control of that sideline, as evidenced by the screaming match that he got into with A.J. Brown.
And the fact that it was the story that I read, the report of the fight, was that he and Jordan Mailata were coming off the field slow, and he decided to pick a fight over that. You already have a crazy person as your employee. Why, in one of the most pressure-packed moments of the season, would you decide to try to pick on that?
Because you're a meathead.
Right, just in the moment, you have no awareness of how this is going to affect. Now, AJ should have caught the ball. Again,
No doubt.
But still, the fact
Things
that
happen.
Right, but the fact that you are just adding fuel to the fire constantly.
Well, my question is, and I'm going to piggyback on Stacey Turbeville here, who said not running Hurts was the problem. He's not getting you anywhere if he's not going to run. You're right. Let me elaborate on that. If you keep putting him in shotgun, he can't run. Because there is absolutely no way to run off of that. It's been a tenet fallacy of this offense all year long. You stick him back there, and it tells every single defense exactly what he's doing, and he's not a good enough thrower of the ball to get away from that. Now, you go to A.J. Brown. You said he should have caught that ball. Do you know how hard it is as a receiver to stay engaged in a game when somebody just throws hospital ball after hospital ball after hospital ball at you, or it just sails over your head, or you run 25 routes and you never so much as get looked at? Do you know how hard it is for a high-level receiver to stay in that game? That's been my issue with this the whole time. And I go back to what we saw of Nick Sirianni at the Combine 2 years ago. That's everything I needed to know about you. You're a meathead. You're sitting there picking on media members because you've got a gigantic dude standing beside you and enough security to take down the Pentagon. And so you sit there like a smug keister hole making fun of people that are below your weight class. Why am I not surprised that 53 alpha males got tired of frat bro Nick Sirianni and your little shtick? It got old because the offense is not any good. You're an offensive guy, and the offense is what's killing us. Because the defense has played well enough to – I don't think it was a Super Bowl defense. Even with the players, it was obvious they lost. Losing Milton Williams, losing a handful of other guys. It was obvious that defense was not as good. Last year, it was historic. You couldn't drop back on that team. That's not the case anymore. And so I look at Nick Sirianni, and I look at Jalen Hurts, and I ask one very basic question. How much do I have to do to prop you up for you to even be passable in this league? He was the MVP in the Super Bowl. I get that. How many games did they win in spite of him? Because if you go back, it's way more than you want it to be.
Most definitely.
How many games have they won in spite of Nick Sirianni? This is, in every sales job I've ever had, I watch god-awful salespeople do the same god-awful things that don't make any sense, but, well, they signed on the dotted line. You're right, and that solves today's problem. Mm-hmm. It doesn't solve a month from now's problem. It doesn't solve a year from now's problem. It's going to catch up to you eventually, and it's caught up to Philadelphia. Now, will it surprise me if Kevin Petula is fired today? They hire a new offensive coordinator because that will be a pseudo-attractive job. Not as attractive as people think, but it will be attractive. And a year from now, the offense is better? Absolutely. Because I can't fathom anybody else who's made their life on offensive football is as dumb watching this team as the one that coordinated it over the course of the last 18 weeks.
Yeah.
I can't believe that person exists. So, yeah, I do think it'll get better. It doesn't change the fact that you have a Nick Sirianni problem. Mm-hmm. You won a Super Bowl, which makes him borderline Teflon, at least for a handful of years.
Absolutely.
And I'm not going to be shocked if this looks exactly how it did with Dougie Doug. You win the Super Bowl, that's my guy, and 2 years later, I'm out. Mm-hmm. Stacey Turberville said trade Hurts for 2 1s. There's not a team in this league that would give you 2 1s for him.
Not a chance.
I'm not sure there's a team in this league that would give you 2 5s for him because that contract is an absolute albatross. I mean, you're not even close to value. And I'm not picking on you. San Francisco, you got to win. You're next. Mm-hmm. Because, yeah, you got to win. You got a patent flaw, too. One of them you can't really control. One of them you very much could have.
Gambit fans started off the chat with another beautiful rant about his team. And
oh, my, I didn't even see that.
And I feel like we should read this one again. Going to our one of our resident Philadelphia Eagle fans, Gambit fan on the YouTube says, oh, boy, time for everybody's favorite pastime. Gambit says heinous things about his football team. The audacity, the huevos, the unmitigated gall of me to even think for a moment that we'd beat the Niners. I knew this team was a snake, and I still let it bite me. Screw you, AJ. I don't care that you were right about this offense. You had bricks for hands and mentally checked out when the team finally gave you what you asked for. Get Jake Elliott off my team. Put him to pasture with the other kickers. Launch a Dory Jackson into the sun and take Kevin Petula with him. Watching the Niners get their elite running back the ball in all kinds of ways while we took our elite running back and said, run up the middle. Now do it again. Again. Why isn't it working?
But, hey, maybe Howie can hire a new offensive coordinator for you this time too, Sirianni. If he thinks for a second he isn't on the hot seat, he's a fool. We fired Super Bowl winning coaches for less. I was about to say, where's my bill?
Bingo.
I'll give you the double. I'll give you a double ding. Because every word you just said is absolutely accurate.
How do you not wake up today as Howie Roseman and go, we can't keep doing this? It was fun while it lasted, but this is now the second time that we've done this. Now, is it worth it? Every other year go to a Super Bowl and maybe win it? To have this kind of circus?
To me, Nick Sirianni is a cautionary tale. And I get this a lot. I got this a lot last week with John Harbaugh. Of, well, is the next coach going to be better? I can't guarantee you that. But what happened was that the entire administration in Baltimore looked around and went, you lost a locker room that I don't know how you get it back. I don't know how you get that back. We know you're a good coach, but the message is stale. Now let me elaborate that to Philadelphia. That brotherly love and the brotherly shove and stick it to everybody in the league. You just hate it because you can't stop it. Well, guess what? We can stop it now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, now we figured out how to stop it.
Ain't nobody
and we figured out how to stop everything else too. All of it. Because there's nothing complex about this whatsoever. Because the Philadelphia Eagles looked at a coach a handful of years ago and should have said to themselves, this is not the guy. And the further down this rabbit hole we get, the more entrenched of this we become. Matthew Hoffman asked me, why does winning a Super Bowl automatically make you untouchable for 2 to 3 years? If a guy is that bad, or if the guy does what Sirianni is doing, why can't he be fired? Let me answer that question for you. Because Howie Roseman is entrenched as the GM. In the NFL, you are 2 bad decisions and 18 months away from the hot seat, no matter what you do. Nick Sirianni's there now. I firmly believe he goes into next year on a seat that is not just lukewarm, it is scalding hot. And if he does this again with this roster, he will no longer be the coach. Mm-hmm. The problem is, you know for a fact that Super Bowl winning head coach will get another shot, especially in this cycle where there's not a ton of coaches. So if you're Howie, what happens when I fire Sirianni? He goes to Indianapolis or he goes to Baltimore or Atlanta, and a year from now, we miss the playoffs with whatever goober we hire that is willing to tie himself to Jalen Hurts, and he makes the playoffs. It makes me look like an idiot. Mm-hmm. I have to protect my job. No matter how entrenched I am, I have to protect my job. Now, Sirianni's opened that door. I think he opened it 3 years ago. You put your fingers in your ears and acted like it wasn't happening. He won you a Super Bowl, and your hubris caught up to you. Because we've never backed off this. This is 3 solid years of this, of that guy's going to be your downfall. Because he's not a very good coach. Mm-hmm. Kevin Patullo, we knew was a problem in week 2. How does an offensive head coach have absolutely no recourse to fix this? He can't call the plays. We've done that. So he has to just sit here like a little kid that's defecated themselves on the playground and sit in it until somebody fixes it. Mm-hmm. How does that make any sense?
It's cover. It's cover. I don't believe that I can fix it, so I'm just going to let him take the blame for it.
And he'll be fired before the week's out.
Absolutely he will.
So it'll be just like John Morton with the Detroit Lions. Mm-hmm. I at least respect Dan Campbell for going, you're a turd. I'm going to try to do this myself.
Right.
Nick Sirianni just sat here week in, week out, and never at any point said the quiet part out loud. You're terrible at this. Mm-hmm. So let me put the bumpers up here so you can stop throwing gutter balls. Stop sticking Jalen Hurts in shotgun. Stop using the touche-poosh like it's a crutch. And stop with this Dallas Goedert thing. Dallas Goedert has out-targeted A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith in one or the other, if not both, in more than 2/3 of your games. I like Dallas Goedert. He's a good tight end. You have 2 Maseratis out here, and you keep throwing it to the Ford Ranger. That's a great truck, don't get me wrong, but it ain't winning you a Super Bowl.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. Philadelphia Eagles falling on their face in the first round of the playoffs after winning the Super Bowl last year, and there are a lot of fingers to point in that organization. Things are going to have to change pretty quick. We'll be right back on an Overreaction Monday.
This is ESPN Asheville, Asheville's #1 sports station.
Coming up the middle on a blitz, he throws to the end zone, touchdown!
Beer City's Tar Heel station.
Off the back, iron! Wilson comes soaring in to dunk it home.
Home of the Sportsocracy.
He said, Kyle Shanahan asked, why isn't tic-tac-toe named Hugs and Kisses?
Hugs and Kisses.
Now that's all Take's going to call it.
Live from the Ingalls studio, weekdays at noon. ESPN Asheville.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Rock icons, unleashed and on stage.
What song is it you want to hear?
Introducing iHeartRadio's Classic Rock Live.
What a wonderful evening.
Your front row pass to rock's most iconic live recordings, all commercial free.
You in the jungle, baby!
Hear the boss sing to the rafters.
Go out there!
Zeppelin set the stage on fire.
Give me bass, guitar.
And feel AC/DC bring the house down.
We got some black and black for you, ready?
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Classic Rock Live, and make it a preset now.
Over 50,000 police officers are assaulted each year. Help police by not escalating. Address any complaints after the encounter. Comply now, complain later. Keep everybody safe. This message brought to you by the National Police Association. Learn more at nationalpolice.org.
It's the moment you dream of. The moment you work for. Train for. Run wind sprints when nobody's watching for. The moment when hours of gym time, court time, prep time, all culminate into this time. The moment when millions of bounces, blocks, and boards all add up to this. Your moment. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
The Sportsocracy.
These guys are a f***ing disgrace.
And we're back in the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville. Hope everybody, got to enjoy the close games. Unfortunately, some of your teams I know didn't make it. The Eagles,
Cry,
the Panthers,
Eagles, cry on the path to defeat.
Oh, that was a good one. I like that. Carolina Panthers losing to the LA Rams. We'll get to that one in just a little bit as well.
Oh, wow.
Bringing an end to the season. So the final Panther talk will be tonight at 6 on ESPN Asheville. As they say goodbye to this year, we will say hello to some money. There's some super chats.
It's all about the money. All about the money.
Robert Johnson said, Eagle season on the line, run 4 verts.
Yeah.
I will say, there were times that I felt like Kevin Patullo was calling his offense like a 12-year-old in Madden. Just, I'm mad that you keep figuring out how to stop this really basic offense where I go run, pass, punt. So, 9. Oh, shoot, I got intercepted again. Our buddy Tay, LSU fan here. How should I feel about Sam Leavitt? The answer is very good. Okay. I'm trying to quantify how good is very good. Because being really honest with yourself here, outside of Jackson Dart, Sam Leavitt's the best quarterback Lane Kiffin has ever had.
Okay, yeah.
So the sky is the absolute limit. Ole Miss has been a more formidable foe in these recruiting wars than I would have ever thought they would be. But it just LSU in its own little vacuum, you got the quarterback, you've got a handful of players. It is so funny to me that there's not a winner really in this transfer portal that's not Indiana or Texas Tech.
I was going to say, you told me yesterday Texas Tech's already backed up the Brinks truck.
Texas Tech has like 7 defensive linemen. They were like, we had 5 last year. Now we're going to have 7 and a big boy quarterback and a couple big boy receivers. Mess with us now. Indiana, yeah, they got the number 4 or 5 quarterback, number 1 wide receiver. Also, it's a good time to point out, all of you that shared that stupid picture of, Nick Marsh has FanDuel on his phone. You know they have a daily fantasy app. That's a daily fantasy app too, right? Just because he has FanDuel on his phone doesn't mean he's betting. I mean, he might be. I don't know.
Right.
But those two things they're not in lockstep.
But if he's not betting on football, who cares?
I'll be honest with you, I don't care if he is betting on football. 49ers plus 5.5 for $1 million.
There's that.
In.
Don't bet on your own team.
He just doubled his NIL because he sunk it all into 49ers plus 5.5.
All right, we've got another one from Tay.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money.
He said, no, Kellen, the Eagles make me appreciate him as my coach. They should. He should. You should look at Kellen Moore and go, man, we got better as time went on in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
And now we get that guy for the long haul because we gave him a lot of leash, and he's a really bright offensive guy.
Well, and he struck it, right? You stroked it with a quarterback.
Tyler Shuck.
Absolutely. You can, if you do that with a quarterback to start out, now your leash is exponentially longer.
We will be, at some point this week, putting out the 2026 revisit of the 2025 NFL draft because we're going to redraft first round.
Okay.
Go ahead and tell you, the New Orleans Saints have 2 in my top 5. That's a real good start, especially when one of them plays quarterback. I got into a straight name-calling fight with another draft analyst that's like, anybody that says they would take Tyler Shuck over Cam Ward, it just doesn't know football.
Oh, really?
I raised my hand and went, I think I've forgotten more than you ever knew, and I would take Tyler Shuck over Cam Ward. And I wouldn't really think about it all that hard.
Not at this point, I wouldn't.
Now, I'm not going to tell you Cam Ward doesn't come out next year and light the world on fire, but he's got a significant ways to catch Tyler Shuck.
I was going to say, I don't see how you, at this point, can say that he outperformed Tyler Shuck.
Randy L said, I swear to God, if you change the Will Campbell pick. Todd McShay is in his pit of misery for switching out Will Campbell and Kelvin Banks.
Uh-huh.
I promise. If Will Campbell is on the board, he will be the pick. I don't know that he will be on the board because he's been real, real good.
All right, we got one more super chat, and then we'll take the break here.
It's all about the money. All about the money.
Eamon report, the Eagles win in spite of Nick Sirianni. I agree with you. And that is a tenet and a hallmark of bad, overrated coaches. It's the same thing we've always said about quarterbacks. When you commit to guys that you win in spite of because you're so scared of what it's going to look like on the other side, you wind up in these god-awful marriages where you just can't get out of them, and there's nothing you can do.
Okay, one more.
From our buddy Colin, who said, guys, do you remember me saying before the season the Eagles will be out in the first round of the playoffs? Just going off the history of the Eagles. He has a point. They tend to do this quite often. It is hard to keep an offense in place when you have an offensive head coach that needs a coordinator to call it. If you want to know why Kevin Stefanski and Mike McDaniel are getting so many coaching interviews, that's why. Because the offense comes with you. You got to figure out the defense. You know, Stefanski had Jim Schwartz. I'm really curious to see where he lands in all of this, by the way. Maybe he winds up wherever Stefanski goes. I don't know.
Maybe.
Mike McDaniel, he never quite figured out the defensive coordinator. Anthony Weaver didn't have the talent that he needed because the secondary was god-awful. But bringing that offense with you is very attractive because I don't have to worry about it. Oh, the coordinator gets pilfered? Okay, terminology stays the same. You bring in a guy. That guy's going to learn your terminology or already know it. We're not switching everything up. That's what happened in Philadelphia this year. They lost Kellen Moore, and the offense went to Pod. That's a really good sign that you have the wrong head coach.
Same thing happened the last time they went to the Super Bowl and hired Brian Johnson.
And one more super chat, which leads into the probably next game we will talk about.
Another.
Take it easy, money with the wink and a smile, like it ain't no.
It's from Red Sea, who said, legend says Justin Herbert woke up this morning and was sacked in his own bedroom. I don't think I've ever watched, and I'm just going to be honest with you, I fell asleep during this game and had to go back and watch it again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever felt worse for a quarterback. I mean, he's getting to the top of a drop, and there are 3 guys on top of him.
Yeah. It's like watching Bryce Young in one of his first games. Like, he never had a chance.
That was like watching a school that maybe was not in the wealthiest neighborhood go up against the school from the wealthy neighborhood. Man, your helmets look expensive. Oh, God, there's a million of them. Get Timmy out of there. Timmy's going to die. Run, Timmy, run.
We'll talk about it coming up next here on ESPN Asheville. It is Overreaction Monday.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Snow and snow showers from yesterday now going by the wayside, but looking ahead, a chance to see maybe more snowflakes in here late Wednesday night, Thursday. Stay tuned. Sun, a few clouds today, 48. Tonight, lows will be in the low 20s, mainly clear. Tuesday, sunshine, upper 50s. Now by Wednesday, we'll get some rain in, then rain and snow late into Wednesday night and early Thursday. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/creditcard.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
At Straight Talk, we get it. You say no a lot.
Mom, can I get a tarantula?
No.
Coffee?
No. So we're giving you more reasons to say yes, like a free 5G phone with real unlimited data with select plan activation.
Can I use the free phone?
Yes. See? Doesn't it feel good to say yes to more?
Absolutely. Face tattoo?
Absolutely not. Available at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Taxes and fees apply. In-store activation of Gold Unlimited plan or higher required. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
The iHeartRadio app now has presets, just like in the car. You're our number one. Make us yours. ESPN Asheville, the mountain's favorite sports station, streaming 24/7. Your home for the Sportsocracy. Weekdays at noon. The Tar Heels and Atlanta Braves baseball.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo! This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
We are back in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. And, the Philly fans did it again.
They both Santa Claus?
Did you catch them? They were all singing na 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 hey hey goodbye to George Kittle as he was carted off of the field. That's
shocking.
I mean, just stay classy, Philly fans. Stay classy. That's not my outside story, though. My girlfriend, she doesn't know it, but she has been for years. Lindsey Vaughn, she's out there doing stuff on the old, ski slopes and stuff. Funny story, though. I've never seen this one before. Skiing competition called off because of weather. It was snowing too much. It was.
How does that happen?
They canceled the World Cup on Sunday because, it's snowing too much. All right. I guess.
Well, that's almost as bad. Did you see the U.S. luge team? Or it's either luge or bobsled. I can't remember.
Was it the bobsledders? What happened?
So they were doing a practice run.
Mm-hmm.
Only one of them got in the bobsled.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you know what the problem with that is? The guy that mans the brakes is in the back.
Yeah.
So the driver is up front, and everybody else went Snoopy!
Oh, shoot.
And missed the cart, so he had to slide all the way to the back and man the brake and just went kadoosh.
Yep.
Right into the wall.
Ouch.
Yeah, not good.
Not a good start, guys.
My story is about 86-year-old Dick Vitale.
Uh-huh.
And we love him. He's one of the great voices of college basketball ever. But he has an absolutely freezing cold take about the NFL over the weekend.
Oh.
He turned to Twitter after Ben Johnson's falafel the Packers. I hate those falafelers.
Yep.
Totally classless attitude in winning by Ben Johnson, coach of the Chicago Bears. In the fabulous comeback to beat the Packers, main theme should have been the gutty comeback, not the childish falafel the Packers comments. Well, Dick, let me see if I can explain this one to you. You ever heard of marketing? Because, see, it's a thing your sport could use a lot. That clip got 20 million hits on social media. So when they play each other next year, I'll bet you it gets brought back. And it kind of increases the rivalry. That's kind of like the name of the game to get more people to watch your sport.
Mm.
Look, I know I am biased about Ben Johnson. I loved it
definitely.
all. I loved it all. I loved that. Did you see him when he came in for the handshake?
Yeah.
He went like Roy Williams when he came in after just like dancing to him like, I just got to go. God, you stupid. No. I loved every second of it.
Yeah. What do you expect? Dick Vitale's 86, did you say?
Oh, yeah.
86
Yeah,
years old.
you know what I really miss?
Not.
I miss when coaches wore tuxedos on the sideline. They treated this like it was a business.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I like my coaches to act with a little more class, like, legends like Mike Krzyzewski. Stop, Dick.
You mean the guy that just berated every official he ever came in contact with?
Now you're going down the path with me? Yeah, I hate that too. So, you know what?
I'm good with it. You beat your rival in the playoffs?
No doubt.
It's the funny thing about guys. It's the funny thing about history. You ever notice that the winners always sound pretty good in history? It's because they write the book.
I don't know how many books Ben Johnson's going to be writing, but it is it's very interesting.
I'll bet
very interesting to have him in the next round of the playoffs.
I'll bet you his autobiography called "Here's Why Cheese Is Stupid" by Ben Johnson.
It's one of the great things that I've loved about him since he took over that team. He has not been very
complimentary.
Safe. Well, I was going to be safe with his words.
No,
right? He hasn't minced words much. How much during the early parts of the season was he just talking about? Caleb's a dum-dum. I sat him in the corner with a dunce chair and made him suck his thumb for an hour, and I don't know why he's not picking this playbook up.
I'm pretty sure.
That's what it sounded like. Like we put Caleb in the corner. And we tell him to be a good boy. And if he is a good boy, then he can have some fish crackers when he gets done.
I did. I honestly, there was a point where I thought Ben Johnson was going to say, I'm not sure if he bites his fingernails that there's lead paint in his fingernail polish. I'm not sure. But he is dumb, the dumb. And I'm not going to lie. For a half, that looked real bad.
Yep.
When you're down 21-3 and you failed on 4th down 3 times, that didn't look so good. I'll also tell you a funny little story about Jeremy. You know what I love about the DraftKings Sportsbook app?
What's that?
When I'm sitting here watching a game going, Green Bay should be up no less than 35-3 right now. It's only 21-3. This game's in Chicago, and Ben Johnson's an exponentially better coach than Matt LaFleur. Let's go to our sportsbook app and wager a significant amount on Bears money line, which is exactly what I did.
Good for you.
Caleb did give me he gave me a little angina, but he did end up paying off.
Bears get the win over the Packers.
We will talk about that game to start the next hour.
We will.
We need a little more compact segment here because we don't have a ton of time. So I'm going to ask a question that ESPN.com asked this morning. So ESPN always does their Overreaction Monday questions. Look, we never said we invented the topic. We feel like we take it and run with it. Have the New England Patriots beaten a good team to this point?
No, I mean, yeah, maybe. Maybe. One or two.
Can you name me who that is?
I will say
they beat Buffalo.
Beating the Bills in Buffalo is a good win.
They've beaten some teams that are fine.
I don't know. They beat like
Gary Burt's.
They went to Tampa and beat Tampa. That's one of their best wins.
Gary Burt's beat me to the punch. There are no real good teams, so what does it matter?
Yeah.
To get to where you're trying to go, you have to go through that Bills team that we talked about. You have to go through the Denver Broncos and whoever wins tonight. Can you name me the real good team in that? Because I don't. Are they in the room with us? Because I haven't seen them.
Well, I mean, the Broncos are good, but are they real good?
Are they good?
Yeah.
I mean, they're fine.
Yeah.
Are you scared of them? Because I'm not.
I mean, I'm scared of the defense, and
I'm scared of one half of the defense. The side that has Nick Bonito and Pat Surtain,
sure.
I'm way more scared of that side than I am the Riley Moss, John Franklin Myers side. That side scares me very little.
We have no juggernauts, so no. What does it matter?
That's the point. Is that we keep talking about? Well, New England hasn't beaten anybody. Denver, nobody's beaten anybody because none of these teams are. There isn't an elite team out there. We might as well just start asking this question a different way. Hey, did you beat the Seahawks or the Rams? Because that's really the only two that any of us quantify as really good teams.
Right. After Saturday, I don't know about the Rams.
We'll talk about that.
They struggle.
Too.
They struggle sometimes. I don't even know how elite those two are. I'm not excluding the Seahawks from that because the Seahawks can have those moments.
I will say this. I would love to say that Carolina LA wasn't predictable. Except for the fact I predictable it literally to the number. I felt pretty good.
Good for you.
Felt pretty good.
I mean, did anybody really think that was going to end any other way? When Matthew Stafford got the ball back with, what was it, like 2:20 or something?
First thing I said was, whoa. Boys, could we not have done a little work on that clock?
Right, just bleed it out a little bit more. Let's cut down the – look, I've seen it, right? I remember in the playoffs the year that they won the Super Bowl. We had a chance. And then they marched right down the field on us. And the same thing happened to the Carolina Panthers. And it was highly predictable.
Unfortunately, it was. But that's not the game we're talking about. On a scale of 1 to 10, how impressed are you with New England? In terms of winning a Super Bowl, not that you got here. I'm with Tay here. We're past the day of participation trophies. And, well, it's great that we got here. We fought real hard. Nope, don't care about any of that. Can you win 3 more games?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah, sure.
I think they can.
New England is a team that, there is not a team left, as you said, that I go, oh, God, I don't want to play them. I mean, there are teams.
I think New England is that team.
There are things to worry about.
I think New England is that team, especially now that I know that the Buffalo Bills are going to play the Denver Broncos. By the way, I don't know the number that Vegas has put on that game. I'm going to find it out here in a second.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead and tell you I already like Buffalo, and I don't even know the number. I don't even care.
Buffalo's a 1.5-point favorite.
Does that not tell you everything you need to know? I mean, honestly, does it not? You have to go to Denver. That means they'd be a 5-point favorite in Buffalo. That's ridiculous. The one thing. I disagree with you. I agree with it wholeheartedly.
Really?
I'm shocked Vegas had the huevos to make them the favorite that they should be. Because I'm looking at Houston, and I'm looking at the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers tonight going, which one of you, if everything went exactly right, is beating New England? Well, that pass rush, that secondary, you still haven't answered how they're going to score. I also don't think they win tonight. So, but let's say they did. You can't run at all. Even against bad teams, you can't run. What do you think you're going to do against New England? They're going to make you one-dimensional, and we're going to put this on C.J. Stroud.
Yep. And C.J. Stroud is going to have to, rely on somebody other than Nico Collins.
I look around as a fan of a team in the AFC and go, how in the world did we let New England get back here this quick? I also say it out of pure envy. How is that team this well run that it goes bad for a few years and then it just falls right back into place? And I'm looking at New England going, yep, you're going to get at least 2 playoff games no matter what happens, which means Drake May has 8 quarters of playoff football to fall back on no matter what. I think you're probably going to get more than that. And that's the team to beat a year from now.
You get to host the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship game if you can make it through the Texans or the Steelers next week, which is a high probability.
And Stephen Tao said this quick, it's been several years. I want you to compare the Patriots rebuild to the bad teams in the AFC.
Oh, yeah.
The Cleveland Browns have been rebuilding since they became a franchise.
Absolutely. But again, that goes back to the difference between good
haves and
bad
have-nots.
ownership.
It's haves and have-nots. If you've got a good owner in this league, you're not going to be down for long.
No.
It's the reason that the Denver Broncos are never down for more than a handful of years at a time. You make the wrong quarterback selection, okay. The Baltimore Ravens are never down for long. They missed the playoffs this year. I'll bet you anything you want they make it next year. I don't even care who the coach is. Couldn't care less. It could be Tank Spencer for all I care. They'll be back in the playoffs in a year. Because they're going to go out there, add the pieces they need to. They're going to evacuate the pieces they need evacuated. And a year from now, you're going to be that team. Good coaches want to work for good ownership. You look around the NFL. The Tennessee Titans just interviewed Jason Garrett. That one. They had 7 interviews in the first cycle, and Jason Garrett was one of them. What's that tell you? Nobody wants to work for your ownership because they know how bad you are. It's obvious. You're cheap. Your scouting department is not as good as everybody else's. There are about 10 teams in this league that are well run from the top down, ownership down. They'll never be in the dirt. You might have a handful of years where you don't make the playoffs. You're not going New York Jet style if they haven't made the playoffs in 16 years. Maybe 17 now.
Right.
This is not happening. That's the one thing that we can't legislate, we can't salary cap, we can't anything. Bad ownership is bad ownership. And it will be forever. And I would love to say there was something you could do about it. But we can't take your team away for you being an idiot.
Right. No. Somehow, some way, you got to find somebody that knows something about the business and get the hell out of the way. To whatever level you need to get the hell out of the way for, you know?
This is about the best comp that I can make, all right? In life, if you've got a big nose, there's a plastic surgeon that can fix it. If you've got a big forehead, you can get some hair transplants, and we'll cover that bad boy up. But, man, if you're stupid, there's not a pill that fixes it. There's not a doctor that can cure it. It's the same thing. You can be the ugliest person on your street, and they charge a nickel to open the garage door to see you. There's a doctor that can fix it. But we can't fix stupid.
No.
Stupid is stupid until stupid dies. And that is bad ownership in the NFL. You can't fix it. You can't legislate it. You can't anything. And that comes from a fan of the stupidest owner in the NFL. And I hate him more every single day.
More of your super chats and overreactions coming up after the top of the hour here on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Snow and snow showers from yesterday now going by the wayside, but looking ahead, a chance to see maybe more snowflakes in here late Wednesday night, Thursday. Stay tuned. Sun, a few clouds today, 48. Tonight, lows will be in the low 20s, mainly clear. Tuesday, sunshine, upper 50s. Now by Wednesday, we'll get some rain in, then rain and snow late into Wednesday night and early Thursday. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic.
This report sponsored by the experts at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate, the real estate leader in Western North Carolina.
Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate is not like other real estate companies. They're built differently. As the #1 family-owned real estate company in the U.S., proven expertise and personalized service delivers results. Let them show you how at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks.
When you make safe driving decisions, death doesn't have anyone to play with. Don't drive impaired, and don't play with death. A message from the Governor's Highway Safety Program. More at ncdot.gov/drive safe.
Mission New Year cleanup has begun with the agents at Zero Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. Here's the deal. Get 2 rooms cleaned for free with the purchase of 2 rooms. Mention ESPN Asheville when calling or easily schedule online at zeroresasheville.com.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
It's bow time. Hurry into Bojangles for 2 scratch-made sizzling sausage biscuits for just $4. 1 bite and you'll want breakfast for dinner. Good thing we serve savory sausage biscuits all day. But this 2 for $4 deal won't last forever. It's bow time.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
This is where it starts, where your story begins. This is the trail you blaze yourself. And step by step, you get stronger, faster, better. This is where it starts. How will you finish? Ingles, we're with you every step of the way.
This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
This is ESPN Asheville, Asheville's #1 sports station.
Coming up the middle on a blitz. He throws to the end zone. Touchdown.
Beer City's Tar Heel station.
Off the back. Wilson comes soaring in to dunk it home.
Home of the Sportsocracy.
He said, Kyle Shanahan asked, why isn't tic-tac-toe named Hugs and Kisses? That's all Tech's going to call it.
Live from the Ingalls studio, weekdays at noon. ESPN Asheville.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shop.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Pay. That's pay. Enter it now.
Your chance to win is at ESPNAVL.com. Good luck.
The Sportsocracy.
The Tar Heels.
I love it. Say it one more time.
The Sportsocracy.
Shake it back.
Beer City's best sports talk.
It is gross.
Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of dumbassery. Live from the Ingalls studio.
Oh, welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM and 1400. Sportsocracy's heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app and seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat, super chats. We got a couple of those to get to here in just a moment. It is an Overreaction Monday, or it is
Overreaction Monday.
Indeed. The Philadelphia Eagles chewed up a lot of time in the first hour of the program because Nick Sirianni is a dum-dum. And you should not be shocked with how your team finished out this campaign. It was sad.
And we have one last super chat to put the 2025 Philadelphia Eagles season to bed.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money.
Fun facts, Eagles history, 2022, made the Super Bowl. Next year, lost the first round of the playoffs. Won the Super Bowl this year. Next year, lost the first round of the playoffs. I keep doing this.
Uh-huh.
That's from our friend Colin.
Mm-hmm.
He's not wrong.
And you have to ask yourself, is playing that roller coaster worth it? Or do you make a change?
Would it be better to have, a grown-up boy as your head coach?
Well, it would be. The problem is, now that he's won a Super Bowl, I think he's unless they completely crashed out, I think he's pretty safe. Although, I wouldn't have thought Doug Peterson would have been gone as quick as he was after a Super Bowl either. So, maybe they are willing to make a switch at some point soon. I don't think it's going to be this year. I don't know. Like you said, you got one candidate.
John Harbaugh.
That's it.
End of message.
That's all. I mean, that's the only one that I would trade up for, wouldn't you? Would you, Kevin Stefanski? Would you take Kevin Stefanski over Nick Sirianni? I don't think I would.
Probably yes.
Okay.
You know who I'd really like to have?
Who's that?
Ben Johnson.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Ideally, that's who I'd like to have because I don't know if you know this or not. He's a really good NFL head coach.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I am curious how much your opinion changed on anything based on that game between the Packers and the Bears.
I don't think my opinion changed at all. I mean,
I'm just shocked at how did two quarterbacks that I have railed on for years manage to both be unabashedly awful for a half.
Mm-hmm.
They were fine for the other half. But why were you both terrible? Caleb Williams in the first half was a disaster. Comes out in the second half, it looks like Peyton Manning.
And to me was making Ben look like he didn't belong. When Ben kept going for it on fourth down,
it made him look really
It made him look dumb.
It made him look really
It was not I didn't get the Dan Campbell risk it, let's be the gambler here. I got
the Dan Campbell against Tampa Bay a handful of years ago where you did this 5 times in one game and you lost a game that you had no business losing.
Yeah. Got killed in it, actually.
I think Ben is such a good coach that he is managing to do this around Caleb Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not impressed. The second half, that was way more an absolute unmitigated collapse by the Green Bay Packers than it was anything impressive out of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the Colston Loveland show. And Green Bay just could not figure it out. They didn't cover it seemingly one time. I don't think I saw Colston Loveland legit covered in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
And so I ask you this question. If you're Green Bay, and the report's out today that they're working on an extension for Matt LaFleur, would you do that?
Extend him?
Yes.
I would. I think I'd feel obligated to do it.
I don't feel obligated to do excrement. Do you think you can win with this guy, yes or no? Because my answer is a resounding, definitive no.
But then the question becomes, can you do better?
No. That's what you just said is what loser teams do.
Mm-hmm.
That's the insecure guy that deals with the girlfriend that cheats on him and puts cigarettes out on his couch because, well, it's better than being lonely. I mean, Tina, she slept with the neighbor and my brother and my dad that one time, and she kicked my dog and set my house on fire, but it's better than being lonely. That's exactly what you just did. It's better this way. No, it's not.
Okay.
He's a loser.
Okay.
Matt LaFleur is a loser.
But if I go out and I end up getting Raheem Morris.
Awesome. I got another loser. It doesn't change the fact that the one before him was a loser too.
But he's a better loser than Raheem is.
Are you going to win a Super Bowl with him, yes or no?
No.
Then Seacrest out. Then Seacrest out. Lather it up and do it again. He's had plenty of time. He's had plenty of time. This is 100% his team, the coordinator that you would want that's going to be a head coach in this league somewhere in the 2026 season. I am done with Matt LaFleur. We blamed this on Aaron Rodgers, and you know what's funny? Even after Aaron left, it keeps happening. And yet somehow Jordan Love catches none of this. If I live to be 200 years old, I will never understand this symptom of Rodgers derangement syndrome that, well, Aaron Rodgers just did less with more. So does Jordan Love. This was a team but before the season, all of you told me, that's my Super Bowl favorite. And I literally can give you tracks where I mocked you. I did it on Adam Gold. I can't remember who the other person on that round table was. They both said my favorite is the Green Bay Packers. I was sitting right where you are. I audibly laughed out loud and went.
As you should have.
And I went, when Lucy pulls that football on you, I want you to remember this phone number because I'm going to be there to tell you that I tried to tell you so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what more you could want to say. It's inexcusable to lose a game that you're up 21-3 at halftime and get thoroughly embarrassed in the second half. Because everybody will say, oh, look how good Chicago was. Chicago gave Green Bay every opportunity they could ever want. All you had to do was take advantage one time because they went down inside the 20 and failed.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay gets the ball back. What do they do? 3 and out, punt it right back to them.
Yep.
The offense was a joke in the second half. That's on Matt LaFleur.
Mm-hmm.
That's on Jordan Love.
Mm-hmm.
That horseshoe that's been crammed so far up his keister that he could taste it. Weird. I guess he left it in the locker room because every one of those throws that time and time again he's thrown into coverage, absolute laughably bad. In the second half, those sailed over receivers' heads. They hit a lineman on the sideline. This was two mediocre quarterbacks, two fine rosters, not great, one elite coach, and one very average. And by the way, all the teams that are trying to interview his brother, ask somebody that rode that roller coaster.
Don't do that.
Go ahead and tell you. I'll tell you how it ends.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to like it. It's weird. All those LaFleur guys, they get away from, or all those McVay guys, they get away from Sean, and all of a sudden they have absolutely no idea what to do with an offense.
Right. Look, I've never been a fan of Matt LaFleur. I've thought forever, going back to the Aaron Rodgers thing, like, you're not going to win with this guy. He's not a winner. He's not the clutch guy. Get into the playoffs and lose. That's all he does. Now, he may win a wild card game. They may win a divisional game. I mean, haven't done that in a while.
Does it strike you as odd that Green Bay is the one that Ben Johnson wanted to go after? Since the minute he took this job,
mm-hmm.
they hate the Lions too.
Mm-hmm.
They hate the Vikings too.
Mm-hmm.
Why did he go after Green Bay? Because he's not intimidated by Green Bay in any shape, form, or fashion. Because I swear to you, I think Ben Johnson looks across at Matt LaFleur and goes, "You're never going to beat me. You might get me in a regular season game here and there, but in terms of for the long haul, I'm so much better of a coach than you that it's comical."
Mm-hmm.
I think Green Bay has the better of the two quarterbacks. Green Bay has the better of the two running backs. The Bears would have the leg up in the receiver room and on the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Defensively, talent-wise, it's Green Bay by a mile.
Even with the injuries.
Obviously, the injuries hurt.
Oh, no
But,
doubt.
I mean, I think the defense you put on the field against Chicago was better talent-wise
mm-hmm.
than what Chicago put out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not worried about you.
Is this loss inexcusable?
Yes.
Is this loss the one that you can make this move? Because I felt they've been locked in to Matt LaFleur anyway. Because he wins too much. Because he wins too many games.
He's 76-40-1. His winning percentage is .654.
Yes, 65% winning percentage is pretty good.
What's his winning percentage in the playoffs?
It's not good.
3-6.
Yeah.
Never won more than one game in the playoffs.
No.
Ever.
No.
Been the one seed twice.
Mm-hmm.
Never won more than one game. I'm good. On that guy, I'm good. I'll be honest with you. I'd rather promote Jeff Hafley because I don't want to commit. See, and that's the thing of when you let a coach get to this year, because he's got 1 year left on his deal. That's why this is such a big deal.
Right.
You can't go into next year with this being a lame duck. So I'm going to have to extend him, and I'm going to have to commit to him. So really, there's nothing he can do next year that's enough for me to move on. So this is a 2-year commitment, bare minimum. I've given you 7 years. What was it, 4 of which were with a Hall of Fame quarterback?
Yep.
You went 13-3 twice, 13-4 once, and then he had that 8-9 year, his last year in Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one time you've missed the playoffs. Then he moves on. I gave you another quarterback and gave you every weapon you could ever want. Do we have a legit one? No, but we have a slew of 2s and 3s. I went and got Micah Parsons. I've drafted edge rusher after edge rusher after edge rusher. It's just never been enough. If I'm a Packer fan, I'm looking at Matt LaFleur going, I read this book. It was the story of Mike McCarthy, and I don't really want to do it again.
Mm-hmm. I hate the thought of being locked into giving the guy the extension, but that's just how it works, I guess. I mean, how out of the realm of possibilities would it be for them to do that to him?
Oh, you can't go in lame duck because there's no win.
Oh, there's a win.
No, there's no win because you get to the end of this and he wants to move on. Awesome. He went 13-4 with us and then took the Vikings job. Can't do it.
Could happen.
Can't do it. Everybody in the front office is on pins and needles all year long. You're either committed to him or you're out.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, after 7 years, I know what I've got. Awesome. You're a really good regular season coach. That's not good enough for me. I didn't pay Jordan Love $250 million to get to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. It also wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have a head coaching candidate on my staff already.
You've got a head coach as a candidate on your staff, and John Harbaugh worked here at one point, I think. And from what I've heard, this is the job he wants.
Really?
Green Bay's the one. That's the reason he held out, is he wanted to see if they lost, wanted to see if that job came open, because he only wants to take a handful of interviews.
Well, the headline today was that they will try to reach some sort of a deal with Matt LaFleur on an extension. Would it be...
Oh, he worked in Philadelphia. Apologies. It was the other green team whose coach I'm completely out on. He worked in Philadelphia.
He worked in Philly. All right. Did not work in Green Bay. Would this... I've forgotten my train of thought there. Sorry, you derailed me. I completely forgot what I was about to say. The coaching carousel continues to turn, and will Green Bay become a part of it? I would bet my house they don't.
But they should. They should. This, to me, this is the definition of fan speak.
Mm-hmm.
We're worried about what will happen if we don't do it. And I'll just give you a line. You said this over the weekend. Prevent defense does nothing but prevent you from winning. Can you tell me tangibly how this is not extending Matt LaFleur is just the prevent defense of coaching hires? You know it's not going to get where you want it to, because he's got to beat Kyle Shanahan. He's got to beat Sean McVay. He's got to beat Mike McDonald. I don't feel – Ben Johnson. I don't feel good about any of that.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to do it year over year over year, and you got to do 2 or 3 of them a year.
And he hasn't been able to do it since Aaron left.
No.
He has not been able to put that together. The last year of Aaron was terrible, and he's got 1 double-digit win season in the last 4 years.
The Green Bay Packers are the Pittsburgh Steelers with uglier uniforms. That's all they are.
Yeah.
And I know you don't want to hear that, but it's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
2 of the stalwart franchises in this league, you are so scared of letting go of what you know that you're just an also-ran every single year. I don't get it. That would be the most sought-after job in this cycle. If not 1, then definitely 2.
Mm-hmm.
But you're just petrified.
Yep. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
Jesus didn't live passively. He lived on a rescue mission. As we step into the new year, the Daily Pursuit with Tim Tebow podcast reminds us that God has called us to more, to live on purpose and rise as conquerors. As followers of Christ, we're called to do the same, because discipline may be painful in the moment, but it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search The Daily Pursuit with Tim Tebow, and listen now.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo! Did you know that Ingles sells more organics than any other grocery store? Or that they run their own dairy? Or that they only serve USDA Choice and Prime meat? Or that they donate 3,956 meals a day to local food banks? Well, now you do. It's all in the bag.
ESPN Asheville, broadcasting from the Ingles studio at Radio Ranch. Log on to ESPNAVL.com and make us your #1 preset on the iHeartRadio app. ESPN Asheville, #1 for sports coverage in the mountains.
all across the Tar Heel state.
Tar Heels on the run. Trimble to the cup, layup, Kellen in the foul.
This is Carolina basketball.
Long rainbow 3, nothing but net from the rookie. Out to Trimble. He'll try another triple. Counted.
The home of the 6-time national champion.
Drives and hammers it home. Hello, young fella.
This is your radio home for the Tar Heels.
Asheville's home for the Tar Heels is ESPN Asheville.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
The Sportsocracy.
That's the way I feel when my team wins. And if I want to jump up and down when my team wins, and if I want to hug my players when they do good, I'm going to do it.
You know, you should show some class like they did back in the day.
Yeah. Who knew that Ben Johnson and Tommy Lasorda had so much in common?
Ben Johnson taking it to him. Screw the Packers. Good for him.
I enjoyed every second of it.
It was great.
We have 2 super chats to get to.
Okay.
It's all about the money, money, money. All about the money, money, money. I do this for my hustle.
First one's from our Canadan partner, David Smith. I know I missed the New England talk, but the Patriots front sent Herbert to the upside down. RKO'd that man. Stone cold stunners. How is he still walking? I don't know. I'll be really honest with you. I fought Muay Thai for a little bit of my life.
Uh-huh.
If any human had ever let me beat them that savagely and kept getting up, I just held him to the mat and go, count him. Like, stop getting up, because, dude, you're going to forget your name by the time I'm done with this, because I'm just going to keep booping you on the nose.
Just no quit in him. He's got no quit in him.
But he should. That boy needs a little more quit in him.
It was brutal.
Awful.
Every second.
It started to feel
game.
like I was watching a snuff film by the end. Like,
oh, yeah.
Oh, God, that one hurt me.
Like somebody had paid for this kind of torture to happen. And it was just over and over and over again. And by the end of it, it felt like Justin Herbert was just seeing stars.
No
like
doubt.
He had little Tweety birds just running around his head like it was a cartoon.
Usually that kind of service requires somebody covered in leather and a large surcharge.
Whoa!
You got to ask for that specifically.
Just flogged him.
Foul!
You beat Justin Herbert like a kettle drum. He can't do nothing. He can't do nothing. Wow. We got another super chat.
'Cause it's all about the money, money, money. All about the money, money, money.
It's from Robert Johnson, who said if Stafford doesn't keep it up, the Rams will be on upset alert next week with how their defense has been. Bears remind me of Washington from last year. Just can't kill them. Yeah, I think that Washington trajectory is awfully ironic that you said that.
Right.
I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback that just has absolutely no ability to pass the 60% threshold that keeps winning. I also tell you, it's 100% not replicable.
Mm-hmm.
You keep playing with fire, eventually you're going to get your face mushed. And I'm not saying that I think that's going to happen. Oh, yeah, I am. I actually 100% think that's going to happen this week. Have we seen the weather forecast for Chicago this weekend?
I have not.
I'm about to look it up right now. We're going to get one of those fun little – oh, bother.
Is it a snow game?
Oh, and I hate to channel my inner Winnie the Pooh here, but oh, bother.
14 degrees.
Piglet, It is not going to be
Is that
good,
right?
Piglet. Matthew Stafford outside in a game where it's 17 degrees.
Woof.
He might forget which direction to go. It had rained 7 hours earlier in Charlotte, and that was enough for him to just go full Tropic Thunder. Just, nope, can't do squat.
When is the game? Have they not decided yet?
It doesn't matter, the forecast for both days.
It
One
still
day it's
says
17, one's 21. The low is 12 one day
Saturday,
and 13 the next.
Well, look, Saturday has 3 snowflakes next to it, and Sunday only has 1 snowflake next to it. So maybe we should hope that's going to end up on Sunday.
Well, this past week, we had 1 raindrop 6 hours before the game, and that was enough for Matt Stafford to go, I don't believe this game will go the way you want it to.
Wow, the weather could play a huge factor in it.
Yeah, because Matthew Stafford, when it's cold outside, Matthew Stafford is the house cat of the NFL. You let him go out that door, he will starve to death. He has lived off Fancy Feast and Fancy Feast alone.
Look, you stop it, okay? Look, he's the elder statesman of the NFL, and them bones get a little creaky when it's cold outside.
Gambit fan wins the day. He said, it's Chicago. There's way more than 3 snowflakes. As a matter of fact, I believe the last census said there was about 7 million of them.
No doubt about it. There's more than 3 snowflakes on city council.
For sure. There's probably more than 3 snowflakes on the Bears coaching staff.
I don't know. Ben Johnson don't put up with much.
I was about to say, Ben may just, we don't put up with that bull excrement around
Get
here.
the hell out of here. I learned from Dan Campbell. I don't
Yeah.
none of you softies on my
Did you
staff.
see that handshake I gave Matt LaFleur? Butch up, Buttercup.
Told him what's up.
Oh,
I would love to ask Dan Campbell. Hey, Dan, did you have anything to do with that? The whole I don't want to really use the term grooming here, but as like Ben was coming up under your tutelage, did you instill that in him of just screw those guys?
Oh yeah, Dan and Ben used to sit in the coach's office, and Dan would just get right in his face and go, "I don't care how crazy you sound crazier."
That's right.
And if somebody makes you bleed, you wipe it on your face like a art of war.
I mean, if I really meant it, I'd just spit in his face when we come across the line.
Then I'd kiss him on the mouth and be like, "This is gonna hurt worse now."
Easy there.
By the way, Gambit fan, you deserve that. As a matter of fact, you deserve 2 dings because that was beautiful. You know what doesn't deserve 2 dings?
What is that?
The Los Angeles Rams.
No.
Because that was not beautiful. But now here's the positive. The Carolina Panthers, how can you be upset?
You can't.
I get it. The last drive wasn't beautiful.
Yeah,
you threw 3 passes to an undrafted free agent for some reason that had not had a target the entire game. I can't wrap my brain around that. But you took not the defending anything.
No.
Defending participant in the NFC Championship game. You took the second best team in the NFC to the wire in a game that nobody gave you a shot to win.
Mm-hmm.
I said that Friday. Win for the Carolina Panthers is Bryce Young has the ball in his hand with 5 minutes to go and a chance to win. And he had exactly that. You blocked the punt late, and then you scored too fast. That's it. You scored too quick. Dave Canales, I think there are some things that you need to answer for, and this is another good time. I don't know what Chuba Hubbard has on his phone of the entire offensive staff of the Carolina Panthers. We now had it through 2 staffs. Stop running him so damn much. When you've got Rico Dowdle and you just keep going, nope, Chuba Hubbard, that's like having it's not quite a Maserati, but by comparison it is. It's like having a Maserati in the garage and you go, you know what I think I'll do today? Walk barefoot. There's snow on the ground, but I'm going to walk barefoot. Toughens me up. We're going to do this 2 yards at a time. Dave, 2 times 4 is 8. I know.
I think it's more of like a Lexus and a Nissan, but I think it's a little closer than that. But not much. Not much.
I don't know how to say this appropriately. So I'm going to say it the only way I know how. Chuba Hubbard is as much NFL running back as I am prima ballerina. Oh, but he runs fast, and if the hole's big enough to drive the Parks Ford Mobile Studio through, then he can. So could anyone else with 2 eyes and 2 hands.
But they really can't.
Oh, no, they could.
Or they'd be doing it.
Not necessarily. Chuba Hubbard would not get carries like this on any other team in the NFL because he can't block at all. You kept throwing to him for some reason. I had to get this out because I railed on Dave Canales for 3.5 quarters of what did Rico Dowdle hit on your daughter or something? Like, what in the world is happening here? It just made no sense.
Well, I mean, I think
then they say,
you solidified one thing. He ain't coming back.
No way. Yeah, you ran him directly out of town.
Right.
I mean, I get it. That's the hometown team. He may love it here. There are plenty of NFL teams that looked at that and went, what in the world are you doing?
Mm-hmm. Hell, I'd give him a shot up in Washington or something.
But those are things that you just have to round into form. The one takeaway I had from Carolina, if I'm the Carolina Panthers, I hope somebody hires Ajiro Vera.
Yes.
Because I want something else.
You
cannot sit back that soft. I get not sending blitzers, but to play 8 yards off Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, and every other receiver they put on the field, what did you think was going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
They had 3 full minutes. What'd you think? Eventually, Matt Stafford was just going to go completely colorblind and go, J.C. Horn. By the way, he wasn't even on the field. So you're playing your 2 and your 4 out here on elite receivers, and you're not pressing anybody. It's just you do whatever you want to do. They had no prayer.
Well, you just wanted to, it's that holding, don't let him behind you thing.
Oh, we'll bend, but we won't break.
Exactly. That was Todd Bowles' defense.
And then Trayvon Moehrig had made, without a doubt, the best play that any defender had made on that entire drive, and he was about that much too short.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he played it perfectly. It just so happened tight end was a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Colby Parkinson was about 1 inch taller than you needed him to be. And it worked.
Yep. There is no shame in losing. I did find it really weird, though, that 10 seconds after that collapse by the Panthers defense, the headlines started popping up of Ajiro Vero's getting interviews. And I went, well, they just solved the problem for you.
Hire him immediately.
Now you don't even have to fire him. That's awesome. You just let him walk right out the door and nothing we could do. We just got to move on with somebody else. I guess we'll find somewhere else because Ajiro Vero, look, I said this yesterday. Has it ever been elite with him?
No.
He had one.
It's been serviceable.
I think he had one elite defense in Denver and earned a lot of respect from how he's run his defenses. But it's never been that guy that you can't say no to, that you can not say goodbye to. Let him go.
Gary said Chuba Hubbard runs like he's driving the Parks Ford Mobile Studio after drinking all the Fireball found inside the bed of it.
Okay.
He's not wrong. Listen, we tailgate a lot, and I don't drive. He does.
It's worked out for him. I mean, he's made a lot of money in the NFL. Yeah. The problem is he's not going to win a lot of games for the Carolina Panthers. And
he's won 0 games for them in however many years he's been there.
Mm-hmm.
It's comical to me when – and this is a bigger rant. I love Panther fans, I really do. But I cannot understand why you get so wrapped up into these mediocre players. You've had some legendary players. Luke Kuechly was a legend. I understand why you lose your mind every time you see him.
Yep.
Steve Smith, Luke Kuechly, Julius Peppers. The Cam Newton thing never made any sense to me. And Chuba Hubbard makes even less.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get it. You've seen good players. I would get if the New York Jets wanted to laud Chuba Hubbard. Well, he might be the best running back they've had outside of Breece Hall and Thomas Jones in the last 20 years. I don't understand why you do it.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen better than this. You know better than this. D'Angelo Williams was better than this. Jonathan Stewart was better than this. Christian McCaffrey, light years better than this. I just don't understand this attachment to mediocre players.
Steven Jackson. Put him on that list.
Well, he didn't play for the Panthers.
Davis. Sorry.
I was about to say
Steven
Jackson.
Davis, not Steve.
I mean, if we're just listing running backs better than Chuba Hubbard, we're going to be
here for a long
We might still be doing this when this show starts tomorrow.
Hey, Deshaun Foster.
Tim Biaka Batuka.
Brad Hoover was better than Chuba Hubbard.
That was the one I was going to next. Deshaun Foster.
Yeah. It's been a long line of running backs that are better than Chuba Hubbard. And you know who else is better than Chuba Hubbard? Rico freaking Dowdle.
I thought that was going to be a Bear Smokehouse Barbecue, and I was going to beat you to it. I know it's better.
That would have been choice. Would have been choice. And if your choice is for great barbecue, go to Bear Smokehouse Barbecue, 135 Cox Avenue, downtown Asheville. They've got the back alley bar, so tonight, Monday Night Football, if you're looking for a place to go watch it, that's a pretty good place. They got the couches there in the back alley bar. It's a very comfortable environment. You just hop on over to the restaurant, bring you some food over. They got the libations. The back alley bar should be your spot to watch all of your sporting events. Well, maybe not all of them. I'm not sure that they'll appreciate it if you showed up at 4 a.m. to watch Korean baseball. But, for the ones during regular business hours, you definitely want to hit up Bear Smokehouse Barbecue for that. They are the official barbecue of the Sportsocracy because they have the best damn meat in town. And ask them about their balls. They'll be happy to share them with you. BearsBBQ.com.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Snow and snow showers from yesterday now going by the wayside, but looking ahead, a chance to see maybe more snowflakes in here late Wednesday night, Thursday. Stay tuned. Sun, a few clouds today, 48. Tonight, lows will be in the low 20s, mainly clear. Tuesday, sunshine, upper 50s. Now by Wednesday, we'll get some rain in, then rain and snow late into Wednesday night and early Thursday. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic.
This report is sponsored by Appalachian Sitework Ready Mix Division.
Appalachian Sitework Ready Mix is here to help with new patios, extensions, and durable concrete solutions for every project. Local, family-owned, and dependable, that's Appalachian Sitework. You can learn more at appsiteinc.com.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
The iHeartRadio app now has presets, just like in the car. You're our #1. Make us yours. ESPN Asheville, the mountain's favorite sports station, streaming 24/7. Your home for the Sportsocracy. Weekdays at noon. The Tar Heels and Atlanta Braves baseball.
This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
Welcome to the Ingalls Table, a delicious destination with recipes galore. Need to whip up a dessert, entree, side dish? No problem. The experts from the Ingalls Table take you through it step by step with expert tips and advice along the way. Find the Ingalls Table at ingles-markets.com or swing by the store and pick up your free copy of the Ingalls Table magazine. And let's get cooking. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
On the weird scale, there's Vegas, there's Florida, and there's Asheville. Let's get weird, Asheville.
We are back in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. It is time to get weird, and nothing.
Tank's very happy about this story. I don't know what it's about.
It's about the dumbest thing that people do when they have too much spare time on their hands. They try their best to test the limits of the human body. Jeremy, you've got a joke that you tell on your stand-up, or did back in the day, as one of the most hilarious jokes that I've ever heard. But it has to do with a certain part of your body that, some people only use as an exit. Some people take the other route, and they choose not to do that.
I'm not going to lie. Of all the jokes I know he's ever heard me tell, that wasn't in the top 10 of where I thought he was headed with this.
It's a good one. It is a good one. 2 raccoons. Stunned surgeons in China had to do an emergency surgery on a man who was brought into the emergency room. This is in Chengdu, China. The guy went to the emergency room in the middle of the night because he was having sudden, intense abdominal pain. Because around 11 o'clock, he says he got bored and decided to falafel around with a 7-inch sweet potato.
I don't like any of where this is headed.
He's a 61-year-old man. Like, I would think you would know better at this point. But, maybe he's lived such a great life that he's just like, you know what? One thing I haven't tried.
I don't think
There's one thing that I haven't done in this life, even though I've checked off all of the other boxes.
I don't think it's something you try.
This might be the last one.
Be on a roller coaster with your buddies. I should have tried that.
Well, he did what you think he did with the 7-inch sweet potato. He could not retrieve it, though, once it was up there. And so then he did the only thing that you would do, right?
Boiled beans.
So you just went to sleep. He just went to sleep. He just went to bed.
Idea.
He was like, you know what? Screw it. I can't get it out of there, so I'm just going to try to go to sleep. He woke up at 4 a.m. with such pain that it drove him to go to the hospital. The doctors tried breaking it into pieces, but the potato was too large. They also tried to retrieve it with a wine thing, like the little wine screw thing. They tried to do that.
Corkscrew?
A corkscrew. Yeah, they tried to get it out with one of those, but that didn't work. So then they just had to cut him open from the top. Like, they had to go into the abdomen and go down to get it out of there.
That feller's warranty is void.
He's never getting the deposit back on that.
No doubt.
Mm-mm.
No doubt.
Mm-mm-mm.
You breakage, you bought it. Gary Birch, another bell for him. I am what I am, and that's all that I am.
I am.
My story is about Alexei Pizhnitov.
Love it.
Mainly because I want to get away from your strange potato story. Do you know what made Mr. Alexei famous? He was the creator of Tetris.
Okay, yeah, I remember that guy.
He did an interview with PC Gamer and said he talked of his meeting with Erno Rubik, the creator of the Rubik's Cube. He said, I'm so excited about meeting Mr. Rubik today. I would think that this cube is what people don't appreciate in full because I think that's the symbol of modern civilization. If I were to put something as evidence of human civilization on the outside, on the interstellar space object. That would be one of the 10 objects I would definitely put on it as evidence of human civilization.
Mm-hmm.
And that got me thinking, first of all, that's insane. If the Rubik's Cube, which, by the way, you can beat it by removing the stickers. Sorry, all you people are like, oh, look how smart I am. I solved a Rubik's Cube. I can do the same thing if you let me pull the stickers off. What would you send to the aliens to let them know what we're all about? Oh, God,
wonderful.
The book.
Easy Journey to Other Planets by Rama Hamashwani Papadopoulos.
I think they sent
the
that
Tank
to us.
Spencer Kiss of Death.
I think they sent that to us.
The Devil Book must be sent into space.
I'm going to send them a one CD that only has the song Scotty Doesn't Know on it.
Oh, okay.
A VHS of the movie Titanic. And one cell phone loaded only with Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. They'll leave us alone until long after I'm gone.
Screw that. I'm sending them an iPhone that only has that U2 album on it.
Oh, that's good. That would get them to leave us alone, too. It's a beautiful day. It's so terrible. It's so terrible.
You're not sending them Creed to...
No, because then they would want to come be our friends. They'd be like, this is the most beautiful sound that I've ever heard.
Oh, sure.
And so I must find the planet from which this beautiful symphony of noises has come from.
My sacrifice is actually the key that opens up the intergalactical portal that will end all things.
I will say, that is my favorite meme by a wide stretch.
What?
50 years from now, I meet my alien friend. And after one conversation, so that was With Arms Wide Open by Creed. And now we cry together. As one. As one.
Sir Jimothy has a great question. Which VHS of the Titanic? Are you sending part 1 or part 2? Or are you sending them both?
I forgot that one was on 2 VHS.
It was.
I'm only going to send part 1. So that they don't really realize that one of the most popular movies of all time was just kind of a slutty recollection of a trip on a boat one time. Because that's really what the whole movie's about.
It's not wrong.
Listen, youngsters, one time on a boat, I did some stuff and some things with a complete stranger.
The story of when I went on a cruise and cheated on my fiance.
He painted me like one of his French girls, wearing only this.
And then not only did I hurt fiance's feelings and ruin his life, but then I stole a $28 million necklace from him and never told a soul. That's probably the worst woman on the planet.
And I floated away on a boat that he easily could have ridden with me on. And I watched this dumbass sink to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean.
Right. Rose killed a guy.
And she's just free to tell this story to all these people. And nobody did squat.
It's the greatest love story of all time. No, it's not.
I got a story that's
She's a hooer.
I got a story that's very similar that started and ended at the same Hooters.
I wasn't ready for that.
I know you weren't. I saw you take a swig of the drink and went, that's going on the wall.
That's a bad idea.
That's going on the wall.
He ought not do that.
Possibly starting from the nostril.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Gary Birch. Rose and Jenny.
Pure
Forrest
evil.
Gump, pure evil. Both of them.
Okay, Jenny. I know you had fun, but now you can come back to me with the baby.
I believe I've got the AIDS. Would you like to have sex? This is awful. Should have been charged.
I wasn't prepared for that at all. I thought the joke was over.
These are the things that we learned.
I thought the joke was over, and then it circled back and kicked me right in the head. Oh.
It's definitely a Monday, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh. Boys and girls.
Whew, we went down a rabbit hole on that one.
And again, that would be at Sports Tech ESPN.
No doubt. No doubt.
You can at him. That was, oh boy, that was good times. There are people driving around in Asheville right now going, I don't like it. And then there's other people probably in the car beside them going, if I don't open my eyes, I'm going to crash into Linda over here.
Yeah, please.
It's not enjoying this nearly enough.
Both hands on the wheel, please. If you have to pull over and laugh.
Holy Lord.
We get it. Because I would. I can't see. I got tears in my eyes. NFL. It was fun wild card weekend.
Oh,
we got another one coming up tonight. Just to, finish it out. Justin Herbert.
If that's not in the new open, I don't know what belongs in it.
Justin Herbert couldn't get it done for the Los Angeles Chargers. He got absolutely rocked last night by the New England Patriots defense. Is it a Justin Herbert problem? Do the Los Angeles Chargers have a Justin Herbert wall to break down to win in the playoffs?
Justin Herbert's like a slew of other quarterbacks that he needs to be propped up to a point. The problem is that the Chargers somehow find themselves on the wrong side of the injury bug every single year. And I mean, maybe I'm being too naive about this, but we have two Harbaugh brothers in this league who somehow both find a way to be on the wrong side of the injury bug every single year. Randy posted this in the YouTube chat, and I do have to say it just because it's really, really funny. Justin Herbert and Juwan Jennings have the same amount of playoff passing touchdowns. The unsettling thing about that is Juwan Jennings is a wide receiver, and he's played in less games than Justin Herbert.
Is that for their careers?
Yeah. But postseason touchdowns, Juwan Jennings and Justin Herbert both have 2 passing touchdowns in the postseason.
Wow. That's brutal. Everybody, I mean, I get it. I get where the hate comes from. Because we do often wax poetic about Justin Herbert and how skilled of a quarterback he is at times.
Justin Herbert is a Chargers quarterback.
But then every year is a disappointment.
Justin Herbert's a Chargers quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
This is what they all do. Whether it was Dan Fouts, Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers, they find a way. I just got glared at by the Saints fan. Drew Brees was good in New Orleans, not L.A.
Mm-hmm.
You should actually be glad he wasn't good in L.A. or he would have never been in New Orleans.
Facts.
You're good in the regular season. You get to the playoffs, and it's just not enough. And now, the thing that would scare me if I'm Justin Herbert, this team has, I believe, the most cap space in the league. They're going to gear up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I had to pick an off-the-wall team to be the favorite in the AFC next year, it would be the Los Angeles Chargers.
Sure.
Because you may start with Pat Mahomes on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Denver's going to – that schedule's going to go through the roof. Because they're going to play 1s instead of 2s.
Mm-hmm.
And the roster is going to be better. I mean, I think they have $100 million, if I remember correctly. This draft also really lines up for them. Scheduling note, 3-round mock drafts start going out tomorrow. Some of you are going to at me a lot because you need things that aren't in this class. The Chargers aren't one of them. What you need, there's a whole mess of. Do I think it's you asked, is this a Justin Herbert problem? No. I think this is a Los Angeles Chargers problem. For the same way I would say it's a Buffalo Bills problem, for the same way I would say it's a Cleveland Browns problem, these teams that just can't win in the playoffs, you get to such a point where you're so desperate to get that win that you start doing really dumb things.
Mm.
I mean, the Chargers have been pressing and pressing and pressing. You're missing 2 all-pro level tackles. They need to be healthy. We need to figure out why we're hurt every single year. But do I think Justin Herbert can't win in this league? No. I just think he routinely comes up against guys that are better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, last night, I would have been stunned if the Chargers found a way to win that game. Cover it? Maybe. They weren't going into Foxborough and beating New England. It just wasn't going to happen. Their defense is better than yours. Their offense is markedly better than yours, and your quarterback's hurt.
Mm-hmm. You certainly expected more before the game started. More than 3 points, anyway. out of the Chargers offense. Amarian Hampton, T's and P's, once again, he got hurt last night. He played 3 snaps, something to that effect, and then had to be taken out of the game. The future is very bright for Jim Harbaugh. I believe I don't know. To me, the over-criticizing of Justin Herbert, I know why you do it, because he gets a lot of attention, and people try to put him in that elite category. But he's not. He's just outside it. He lives in that Matt Ryan, Derek Carr, that area, that, 13th best quarterback in the league. And could he be good? Could he be great a season? Sure.
We have a super chat, and then I want to disclose the topic of our daily draft.
Okay.
Show me the money, money. Show me the
This one's short and sweet. It's from Wi-Fi 1947. It just says, Seahawks suck, go 49ers.
Yeah, there you go.
And that has spurred me on our daily draft. Every week we do stock up, stock down.
Mm-hmm.
This week I want to do the same thing, but I want to stock up, stock down overreactions from the weekend. Because there's a mess of them.
Okay.
And I'm not going to help you with this.
All right.
I have been plugged into sports media for 3 solid days. I'm taking the number 1 pick because for me, number 1 is number 1 by a mile.
Okay.
And we haven't talked about this yet.
All right. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville Overreaction Monday Daily Draft. Coming up next.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Snow and snow showers from yesterday now going by the wayside, but looking ahead, a chance to see maybe more snowflakes in here late Wednesday night, Thursday. Stay tuned. Sun, a few clouds today, 48. Tonight, lows will be in the low 20s, mainly clear. Tuesday, sunshine, upper 50s. Now by Wednesday, we'll get some rain in, then rain and snow late into Wednesday night and early Thursday. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic.
This report sponsored by the experts at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate, the real estate leader in Western North Carolina.
Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate is not like other real estate companies. They're built differently. As the #1 family-owned real estate company in the U.S., proven expertise and personalized service delivers results. Let them show you how at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks.
Every weekday, this is what you'll sound like after winning $1,000 in bonus bucks.
Oh my goodness! Oh, nice.
Get ready to win right here.
Win $1,000 on ESPN Asheville.
Explore a career as a correctional officer. NC Department of Adult Correction is hiring with state benefits and paid vacation. Becoming a correctional officer can be a rewarding first step along a public safety career. Visit dac.nc.gov/cojobs.
63 Americans a day die by gun suicide. By storing our guns safely, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo, we can give our loved ones a second chance at life. Learn more at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
Are you running for office and have a message you want every voter in your district to hear? Well, that's where radio comes in. Radio is your direct line to morning commuters, midday grinders, and late nighters. Radio puts your message right where your voters are. Plus, it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country. Even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Call now and be on air in just 48 hours. 844-844-iHeart. That's 844-844-iHeart.
At Ingles, whether we're celebrating Friday night rivals, televising college basketball games, bringing the Fan Fest to semi-pro soccer, or taking you out to the ball game at your minor league park, it's all in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelor or bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach. The best memories start on the ride.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo! Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bank. That's bank. Enter it now.
Your chance to win is at ESPNAVL.com. Good luck.
Live from the Ingalls studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog see! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God. The Jets killed him.
It is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. We are the Sportsocracy. We are coming to you live from the surface of the sun in the ESPN Asheville studio, where it is currently 79,000 degrees.
I thought that was the actual temperature. Like, man, I'm actually reasonably comfortable in here today.
It's hotter than a popcorn fart in here, and I'm tired of it. Sweating?
I'm telling you, Tank is on one today.
I'm just ready to start the new week.
We're
get into the daily draft.
We're starting the week right. We have put up a poll in our YouTube chat. Who was worse, Jenny from Forrest Gump or Rose from Titanic? And frankly, I've never been more locked into a poll result ever. Because to me, they were both equally awful. Mm-hmm. I'll never let go, Jack, until I do let go and watch you sink to the bottom of the ocean, in spite of the fact this was a 3-bedroom condominium of a lifeboat.
I mean, to be fair, the woman had already held his hand till he died. And then as she watched the glimmer come away from his face.
Can I get on that boat?
She just went, to the bottom you go, sir. And now this necklace is all mine.
And now I don't have to split the dividends with my one-night stand.
Wow.
Horrible. Just horrible. You know what else is horrible? Overreactions that are just Looney Tunes.
Uh-huh.
I'm going stock down on this premise that 2025 Indiana is the closest thing we have had to 2019 LSU. Could you stop, please? Like, I get it. Indiana is just Mater in the face of everybody they play. It might be because everybody on this team is like, I don't know, old enough to rent cars, and everybody else is 18. Maybe that doesn't help things. And they're really good. I fully believe they're going to beat Miami.
Mm-hmm.
But it is disrespectful to ever render the name of that Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase LSU team.
Okay.
That was an offense that is just out of this world.
And they're nowhere close to being that prolific.
I mean, just compare them stat for stat. It's not even close. I mean, I think Mendoza's 25 touchdowns behind Joe Burrow.
That's crazy.
Which is nuts.
Right.
And that's in more games.
In terms of dominance, maybe. Although, I mean, I will throw out. I mean, are you talking? Is it just offensively dominant? Because I'll throw in that Georgia team. If we're throwing out most dominant teams of the last 10 years or whatever, Indiana is not 2019 LSU, says Jeremy Green.
And they're good. They're very good.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to know. Kirk Cignetti is an interesting feller. The entire game, I mean, and they are mushing Oregon State. And the entire game, he just looks like somebody is walking on his grass and he doesn't like it. And then he comes to the interview after the game and says, I really don't care about any of that. I just want to crack a good cold beer. And in my head, that's a Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah.
Kurt Cignetti's not drinking an oatmeal porter.
No.
That feller is drinking a full-flavored American beer.
Coors, the banquet beer.
The banquet beer.
You ruined it.
I should have known that was coming. You still haven't seen the newest episode of Landman, so
I have not.
We can't talk about that until you watch it.
I have not. We'll try to get it in tonight because I got a good feeling we'll probably be watching that rather than Monday Night Football tonight. Because I just don't care.
Oh, and by the way, he's 27 touchdowns behind Joe Burrow.
That's
to clarify.
That's a bunch.
That's how good that team actually was.
Now, look, see if you can find the stat of margin of victory. Maybe they're in the realm of that.
The only team Indiana is behind in margin of victory is 2013 Florida State.
There you go.
And that team was, I'll be honest with you, that 2013 Florida State team is closer to LSU than this Indiana team is. They're very good. They're very veteran.
Right.
I'm also stuck on the fact that they have 8 3 or higher star recruits on this entire team, and they are shellacking teams.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Dylan Raiola going to Oregon. I didn't need Dylan Raiola to tell me whether Dante Moore was going to declare for the NFL draft, but, man, I'm glad he did.
Are you sure?
100%.
Are you sure that's going to happen?
Dylan Raiola ain't sitting behind Dante Moore. And this is also a good time to say they're represented by the same agent.
Oh,
so I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's probably got a pretty good idea where this is headed.
Yeah. I was going to say, didn't that happen one time before? And we had, that happened to
Dante Moore.
Arch Manning, right?
Dylan Gabriel came back to Oregon, and Dante Moore had to sit behind him for another year.
Yeah, there was that as well. Yeah. Okay, so we're doing like stock up, stock down of the overreactions from the weekend.
Now, you can agree with them or you can disagree with them.
Sure.
I vehemently disagree with that LSU comp to Indiana.
Mm-hmm. I will cheat, and I will take something that we just talked about, the overreaction that Justin Herbert's just not built for the playoffs. I fully disagree.
So you'll go stock down on that one.
I will go stock down on the Justin Herbert ain't built for this.
His offensive line is certainly not built for this.
His offensive line is god-awful. And I get that you're tired of the excuses. Every year there's a different excuse. I know somebody puts that in the chat constantly. I think it was Gambit. So I can't remember who it is.
There's a difference between an excuse and a reason. Last night,
and that's how I feel.
I'm going to level with you. Last night, the Los Angeles Chargers could have had Calvin Johnson, Jerry Rice, and Randy Moss on the outside for Justin Herbert. It wouldn't have mattered because he couldn't have gotten to the top of a drop.
Yeah.
And as soon as New England figured it out, it was just tee off on him repeatedly. I would be curious to see how different that game would have looked with Joe Alton and Rashawn Slater.
Yeah.
Rashawn Slater's is injury riddled.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Alt had an injury. There's a difference.
Yeah. Gary Burt says, how many bleeping times do you have to see it? to believe it. I mean, I guess I'm going to have to say one more because I'm not there. I've never looked at the Chargers and went, oh, well, they're just never getting anywhere because of Justin Herbert.
Well, for me, it's not because of Justin Herbert. He's just not helping. The problem with Justin Herbert is that he stays about where he is. He's been the 5th best quarterback in the AFC his entire career.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is he's still the 5th best quarterback in the AFC, and now the 4 in front of him, none of them were here 3 years ago. So you do have a ceiling.
Yeah.
And I think he does have a ceiling. Unless we go Philadelphia where we just pour a roster around him that's so much better than what everybody else has. I love his coach.
Yeah.
It hasn't gotten you anywhere. I also think there are flaws in his game that lead him to have a lot of injury issues.
Just can't protect himself. Takes too many risks. Is that what you're saying?
He's one of those running quarterbacks that always goes for the extra yard. That works when you're built with like Josh Allen. Justin Herbert's not. And even Josh Allen looks banged up at this point.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hadn't seen this one until just now because I didn't think anybody would be that stupid to put it on paper. But apparently the largest overreaction of the week, I should have taken this one first, Caleb Williams is going to win the MVP award next season. Okay, I bet you he don't. I bet my house on it he don't.
Can somebody explain to me what it is that I'm not seeing here? I've watched practically every snap he's taken all year. I mean, we're coming off a game where he was 24 of 48.
Mm-hmm.
He threw for a lot of yards.
Mm-hmm.
He threw 2 horrific interceptions. People forget this about Caleb Williams. I get that he's clutch, and that's all well and good. You understand they were in a 21-3 hole because of him.
Mm-hmm.
He put them in the hole. You don't just get a pass on that.
That thing that Jeremy has been saying for weeks about Caleb Williams,
I've been saying it for
if
years.
you just watch Red Zone, you think he's a good quarterback, but then you watch the rest of the game, and then you quickly figure out why they never show those other plays on Red Zone. And I'm not saying it's a conspiracy to make Caleb Williams look good. He's just one of those quarterbacks. He is Cam Newton without the running.
That's not a horrific comp.
I mean, that is how he is treated. Now, without the running, Cam Newton never would have been considered for an MVP.
No doubt.
And I don't think Caleb is ever going to get there with the arm and not make enough mistakes.
Just say this out
loud. To even
loud.
be in the running.
Just I say this out loud,
mm-hmm.
and then keep repeating it back to yourself.
Okay.
With DJ Moore, who to me is a top 15 to 20 receiver in the NFL, Rome Odunze, who's close, Luther Burden, who is your 3 that was a second-round selection. You have the best combo of tight ends in the NFL and one of the best offensive lines in the NFL. He completed 58% of his passes.
Yep.
Oh, and by the way, if you include the playoffs, it's actually a little lower than that. The hell you think's going to happen when he gets paid? I mean, to me, this is not even difficult. He's on year 3.
Mm-hmm.
We have to make the tail on the option is this year. He becomes exponentially more expensive 1 year from now. After the 2026 season, his salary will double or more. And then it will double or more again. I don't know why people don't see this. I didn't understand it when he was in college. I really don't understand it now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mistake results. That old Bill Parcells line, you are what your record says you are, is one of the biggest piles of bull excrement you will ever see in your life because it's just not true.
Mm-hmm.
I will say stock up. The Philadelphia Eagles should be moving on from Nick Sirianni. There are times that results can skew you. What you just said about Caleb Williams. Just because you won a Super Bowl does not mean you're a great coach. He's not. It's very obvious. It's been obvious to anybody that doesn't wear Kelly green on Sundays. And what I saw yesterday was a complete indictment on him. Because Brock Purdy did not play well. The defense for San Francisco had some timely stops, but that defense is not good. I understand that Robert Saleh is a good coach, and he is trying to make the best of a bad situation. They had 3 linebackers yesterday. The vast majority of people, I guarantee you, have never heard of. It was their 4, 5, and 7 linebacker coming into the season. That's what you played in a wild card playoff game with. This was an easy opportunity for the Philadelphia Eagles to win a game at home, move into the divisional round, go up against a bunch of teams that don't have a mess of success. Sam Darnold's never been successful in the playoffs. This is the first time for the Chicago Bears. You would have played one of those 2 teams. It would have been Chicago. It wouldn't have been one of those 2. You would have played Chicago. And you would have had a chance to go into Chicago and beat them. Instead, you found a way to absolutely mess your pants. And now you're sitting at home with one of the most talented rosters in the NFL. Didn't even make it to the Final 8, and you didn't deserve to make it to the Final 8. I'll say stock up. Nick Sirianni's time has come. And you can get ahead of it, or you can sit back and wait on it. That's up to you. Philadelphia's been very proactive. I'm not sure I need to see another season of this. The relationship with A.J. Brown. Also, I have to rail on Fox for just a second. Can we stop with how close the Nick Sirianni and A.J. Brown are? They're just so close. No, they're not. And I don't have to be in that room to know that. You don't do that on a sideline knowing full well that the world is watching you. If you're just best buddies and it's heat of the moment. How many times do we have to do this before we go, hey, those 2 really don't like each other? And it's super obvious. For my next one, I'll go stock down Brock Purdy is a winning level quarterback. I couldn't stop thinking this last night of how easy that game would have been yesterday if the quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers was Sam Darnold. And I get it. He has turnovers. Brock Purdy, to me, regresses week over week over week. The offense is really good. T's and P's to George Kittle. I knew exactly what you did as soon as I saw it. Aaron Rodgers has now taught me to look for the reverberation in a calf, and I know what happened. You take that away, and Kyle Shanahan did a masterful job of protecting his quarterback from himself. Because those two interceptions were awful. I don't know why you would throw that at Quinyon Mitchell, knowing full well that's the best defensive player on this side of the ball, and it's not really all that close.
Yeah,
it's him and Jalen Carter with Zach Ball a decent third. Great player. Quinyon Mitchell is special. It's another one that will be going up on my wall very shortly of, I tried to tell you, I just don't think Brock Purdy is worth the money he's paid. And the worse that number gets, the more obvious it's going to be.
This has been an unmitigated disaster. And why do I say that? Because of Mac Jones.
Mac Jones looked better running this offense than Brock Purdy.
When Mac Jones came in and helped carry you to, 5 wins? 4 wins?
4 or 5.
In the time that Brock Purdy was out, there was no difference. There was no difference in the $5 million quarterback or $10 million. I don't even know how much money Mac Jones makes, but I know it ain't the 55 that they're getting ready to pay Brock Purdy.
Well, you know what the saddest part of this is? How much did Brock Purdy make in 2025? What was his cap number?
Ooh, I don't know.
9-1.
9-1.
It goes to 24-3 next year, 38 the following year. In 2028, it's 57-6.
Yep.
Then it's 72-5, 64-5, and you have an $11 million void on the back end. That's if you don't push any more money down the road. That's not a setup to win in this league. And I get it. Quarterback salaries are swelling. By the time we get there, $72 million may not be that bad. The problem is he's not even in the ballpark of those high-end quarterbacks. You watch Brock Purdy, he doesn't look like Josh Allen. He doesn't even look like Trevor Lawrence. He looks like the 15th best quarterback in this league. Him and Jalen Hurts, and I said this on Twitter last night. I said it multiple times. These two were trying to see which one is going to make the last really bad mistake that beats you. Neither one of you are winning this game for your team, and they didn't.
He looks like a good point guard. He's a good point guard at times. And how far can that take you? It can take you to a Super Bowl. He's already done it. And I don't he's got one team to beat.
I mean, our overreaction of the day, Jenny from Forrest Gump is just shellacking Rose. I mean, Jenny was terrible.
And Rose killed somebody.
She killed a guy. She just watched him freeze to death in the Atlantic Ocean and then just let him go. And then she came back and just didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Like, hey, maybe his family would like to know this. Nah. It's been 84 years. That's it.
You're in the Sportsocracy. And this is ESPN Asheville.
This is ESPN Asheville, Asheville's #1 sports station.
Coming up the middle on a blitz. He throws to the end zone. Touchdown.
Beer City's Tar Heel station.
Off the back. Iron Wilson comes soaring in to dunk it home.
Home of the Sportsocracy.
He said, Kyle Shanahan asked, why isn't tic-tac-toe named Hugs and Kisses?
Hugs and Kisses.
Now that's all Take's going to call it.
Live from the Ingalls studio, weekdays at noon. ESPN Asheville.
Rock icons, unleashed and on stage.
What song is it you want to hear?
Introducing iHeartRadio's Classic Rock Live.
What a wonderful evening.
Your front row pass to rock's most iconic live recordings, all commercial free.
You in the jungle, baby!
Hear the boss sing to the rafters.
Go out there!
Zeppelin set the stage on fire.
Jimmy Page, guitar.
And feel AC/DC bring the house down.
We got some black and black for you, right?
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Classic Rock Live, and make it a preset now.
Over 50,000 police officers are assaulted on the job each year, leading to injuries and death. This is the reality they deal with when making contact with the public. Another reality is that if someone doesn't comply with a lawful order or uses force against them, police may have to use sufficient force in response to obtain compliance. The use of force is always ugly. Nobody likes it, especially police, and nobody knows how it will turn out. Spread the word. For de-escalation to work, both parties must de-escalate. And de-escalation isn't necessary if there is no escalation. Help police by not escalating. Don't attack or try to disarm an officer, whether it's getting asked a question, getting a citation, or getting arrested. Don't argue, don't resist, don't flee. After the encounter has been resolved is the time to address any complaints. Comply now, complain later. Keep everybody safe. This message brought to you by the National Police Association. To learn more about how to help law enforcement accomplish its goals, visit nationalpolice.org.
This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment, committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Welcome to the Ingalls Table, a delicious destination with recipes galore. Need to whip up a dessert, entree, side dish? No problem. The experts from the Ingalls Table take you through it step by step with expert tips and advice along the way. Find the Ingalls Table at ingalls-markets.com or swing by the store and pick up your free copy of the Ingalls Table magazine. And let's get cooking. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
The Sportsocracy.
That's horrible. No, you know what that is? That's horror awful. That's horrible and awful mixed together. Horror awful.
We're back at the Sportsocracy on an Overreaction Monday. And man, the claws are out. Jenny versus Rose. Who's the more garbage human being?
This has social media campaign written all over it.
No doubt about it.
We need a full-on vote to the people that were not able to see today's show. Because I am shocked. It is 3-1.
Yeah.
Jenny from Forrest Gump was worse than Rose.
I mean, I do get the arguments though that
Terrible.
I mean she tortured a mentally handicapped person for years,
and all he wanted
to do was be her best good friend.
But Jenny, you said you love me.
She did. But Forrest, I also told a lot of people I loved them, mainly for drugs. But
that's okay, Jenny.
Wow. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting a 72-28 Jenny's worse than Rose.
Poor Jack, he was just trying to hop on the good foot and do the bad thing, and he wound up dead in the Atlantic Ocean, all frozen to death.
I mean, Rose just, jeez. Wow. Again, cheated on her husband, killed her new boyfriend.
Fiance.
Excuse me.
Fiancé.
Cheated on her fiance.
He's a suitor.
Killed her new boyfriend. And then stole from her ex-fiance.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty bad.
I believe she is a garbage human. The worst of the worst, if you will.
Thank you, Winnie the Trump.
Trump, that's the right answer.
Or Donald the Pooh. I think we
found it.
Old Donald the Pooh.
Oh, Chat GPT, don't tell me now. There's a picture in my head that's what it's going to be. We should move on.
And say we're going to put Piglet in charge of Venezuela. Because why is Marco Rubio Piglet?
I don't know why, but I can't disagree with you.
Anyway, back to the Overreaction Monday. The daily draft today is, I guess, what are the best and worst overreactions from the week that was in football. And this is probably going to come back on me. But I do kind of want to go stock down for the Miami has no chance in the national championship. I think they do.
Are you going stock down on this?
I think I'm going stock down on this because I don't believe
How do you
that
slow
it's
that
just,
offense down?
I feel like if anybody can slow down those receivers, it would be the secondary of Miami. Miami's secondary is very, very good.
It's good. The edge rushers are really the thing, and I look at that offensive line for Indiana. I mean, they're just road graders.
Is Miami's offensive line that much better than Oregon?
I'll tell you. I will tell you this. So, as I said, I was working on the 3-round mock draft over the weekend. I'll tell you the name that is surging up boards that I did not expect. Carson Beck.
Okay.
I did the full mock. I sent it to someone I trust. And the first thing that he said back to me, Carson Beck's going to get picked with a double-digit selection that starts with a number that's 5 or less.
Okay. So into the second round. Take luck if you do. I don't like Carson Beck as an NFL prospect, but
I was shocked.
That's the thing. I mean, he definitely did do himself some favors with that last drive. That was, I think you said this last week that was the one thing that he couldn't do at Georgia.
He had play.
Right. Well, he had those moments, but he had those moments against like Louisiana Lafayette. Or in those games where we struggled to beat Missouri. Like he could come up with a play for that. But big-time play against Alabama, not happening.
Big-time players make big-time plays.
That's right.
We have a super chat, and it's a real funny one, too.
All right. Let's...
Cause it's all about the money, all about the money.
It's from Patrick Holt in our Forrest Gump Titanic discussion. Me and Jenny was just like penicillin and carrots.
Oh,
that's the people that listen to this show. We call ourselves reprehensibles for a reason.
That's reprehensible right there. That is.
It's also funny,
yeah,
and accurate.
Yeah. I am going to go stock down for the thought that Bryce Young has proved he gets an extension. I have seen that a couple of times, and I don't get it.
I almost want to take this just to spite you on the other side.
You think he did?
No doubt.
Really?
Okay, quarterback is one place where I will say, what exactly do you think you're going to do better? I mean, what I'm going to say is not an opinion. It's a straight fact.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterback play in the NFL, the haves to the have-nots, has never been a wider chasm. Ever.
But this year made you decide that Bryce Young needs to be that next
I'm
guy
gonna
to get the bag.
I'm going to kick in the fourth year, the fifth year option.
Absolutely.
I don't have to sign him to an extension.
I get that. But there are people who are under the impression that he has done enough to prove that he should be the guy forever and ever, and that we need that the decision's been made on the contract, on the long-term contract. I wouldn't be mad at a 3-year extension. Because I just know this division's too bad for you to wind up in a position to do much better. You're going to be picking the 4th or 5th best quarterback in a class, and the chance of you hitting on one of those is not really high. I'd have to hear the number. I'd
I
have to know where
I
the
told you
number's at.
earlier, I think Bryce Young's right where Sam Darnold was. $30 million. I also think Sam's going to get a nicely revised deal in the offseason.
As do I.
Here's my question.
Yep.
All things equal, are you going Bryce Young or Baker Mayfield? Bryce is 6 years younger.
For the future, yeah, I'm going Bryce. No question.
Okay, if I can get him at that $30 million number, no doubt. And I think that's very reasonable. But, I mean, because he's not getting more than that on the open market. The reason he's worth that to Carolina is because they're the ones that took the chance on him.
Mm-hmm.
He's important to the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
If he hits the open market, that's a 4-year, $100 million deal all day, and it's probably with the Los Angeles Rams. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with what I'm getting out of him. What he needs is some stability on the line, because it seems like every Panther game that I really deep dive and watch, their line is killed. Somebody gets hurt every single week. And then receiver-wise, it's really just Teteroa McMillan and the occasional Jalen Coker.
Mm-hmm.
Xavier Leggett has been an afterthought. You don't really have the tight ends. Tommy Tremble's been better this year. And then you get these weird times where they want to throw it to Chuba Hubbard for some reason. None of that's Bryce's fault. I'm okay with an extension to a point. I would disagree with what you said, but there is an asterisk on my disagreement. Am I giving him 5 years, $250 million? Good Lord, no.
No, and that is the assumption right now from some.
That's not going to happen.
And it's crazy.
Those people are insane.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
Where I would be interested in the extension is I would like to get in front of that. Of who knows? I'm taking a risk, and yes, I could end up with a large chunk of this being dead cap, but I'm going to front load it. I want the guaranteed money done after a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then if he doesn't live up to it, I can get out of it. But I do need to I need to commit to Bryce Young. I need him to know that he's the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I need to carry this momentum into the next year, and I can't do that without some form of commitment. If it's just the 5th year option, okay, but it's not really enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
I understand where they're at. He ain't getting $50 million. I'll bet you anything you want.
Right.
I'm going to say stock up. The Buffalo Bills are the favorite to win the AFC.
Up.
Fact or fiction, they were completely, unabashedly outplayed by the Jacksonville Jaguars yesterday.
Yeah.
I never thought the game actually felt close.
Mm-hmm.
The scoreboard was way closer than it felt on the field.
Mm-hmm.
You still found a way to go on the road, beat a team with a ton of momentum, and I think Jacksonville was the hottest team in the AFC. Now we're on a collision course for New England Buffalo, which will be cinema.
Mm-hmm.
You get those two division rivals in the AFC Championship game in Foxborough.
But you think that
I'm
they're now
here for it.
but they're now the favorite over New England? Because that's how I read you agreeing with that. Of now they're the team to beat, and I can't get there. I don't have.
I have the vet quarterback, and you don't.
Sure, I have them over. I got them over everybody else. Not New England.
I have the vet quarterback, and you don't.
Yeah. But then I guess then I hit the Justin Herbert wall and go, how's it going to happen this time? How's Josh Allen going to lose out this time? Or miss out. Not lose out, but miss out. Okay.
I want to respond to a YouTube comment here. Randy said, do you honestly believe Bryce could win a Super Bowl? Stop it. Why stick yourself in quarterback purgatory? Because I have an infinitely winnable division and no real access to a quarterback for 3 years. Look at the cap situation.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't go Bryce Young, where exactly are you planning on going? You got to remember, this team went free agency nuts last year. So it's not like I can just go take a shot on Daniel Jones. I also look at those quarterbacks that have succeeded on that second bite at the apple and go, why can that not happen where they started? Why can they not have that turn? Because I think they can.
Mm-hmm.
I think we expect these guys to come from very funky college offenses. At Alabama, he just had such wide receiver talent. His wide receiver room at Alabama was better than anything he's ever had at Carolina. Am I telling you you're going to win a Super Bowl with him? No. I don't know that there are 6 quarterbacks in the NFL that I think can win a Super Bowl right now, and I have no access to any of them. That's where I'm at.
Okay.
It would be one thing if there was a team in front of me that I'm looking at going, there is no shot of me beating you. In the NFC South, I don't have that.
Yeah.
Especially because it's small. You also got to remember, small market, too.
Mm-hmm.
I know Charlotte's a big media market. That's a small market in the NFL. I'm trying to decide which one of these I want to take. I'm going to go stock up. This is going to sound weird because they lost. Jacksonville is on a rocket ship, and it ain't coming down anytime soon. I said we did this game live on YouTube yesterday. You and I just live reaction. I kept looking at that Jacksonville receiving core with Parker Washington as the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Thomas, who's not looked like he did a year ago. Jacoby Myers. Oh, yeah, they still have Travis Hunter, too. That offense is going to be terrifying a year from now.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. You lost. It was upsetting. You hate to lose at home. You thought you had a chance to get to the Super Bowl. It all makes sense. You caught the one team you didn't want to play. But it wouldn't temper my – I don't know if you heard the reporter that was trying to pub up Liam Cohen.
No.
She wasn't wrong. You should hang your head high going 13-4 with a franchise that's been historic losers.
Yeah.
You took a huge risk, and it paid off.
Mm-hmm.
And that team's going to come back healthy next year and be terrifying.
There have been, 2 seasons this good in franchise history? You had the Brunel year.
I think that's
right. That was the year out. Wasn't that 96? Wasn't that second year out? You had the Brunel year where I think you went,
AFC
12-4 or something like that and went to the AFC Championship game. And then you had the Blake Bortles year that still can't be explained.
They went to the conference championship game in their second year, went to the playoffs 4 years in a row, then went 14-2 that in 99. And I want to say I think they lost to the Broncos. I think that was the second Elway Super Bowl year, if I remember correctly. It's listed as 99, but I think that was the 98 season.
Well, I was going to say 99 would have been the Tennessee Titans.
Was it the Titans? You're right. It was the Titans.
Yeah.
You're right. It was
so the Titans knocked them out of the playoffs.
Shellacked by the Titans in the NFC. You're exactly right.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that 99 Super Bowl well. I'm going to think of what is happening. How does Tennessee win one? And then they didn't. All right, still doing top best and worst overreactions of the week.
It's one pick to you. You have the final pick here.
Well, let me go. Oh, you already did Philadelphia. So I will say I'm going to go stock up for all of the heat that is being heaped upon Matthew Stafford today because he deserves it. I feel like Matthew Stafford, and he knows that he's not good enough to win a Super Bowl right now. And this team needs him to be better, just flat out better. I don't know how you're going to do it.
Well, you're going to have to break a historical trend of yours. You're going to have to go into Chicago in the absolute blistering cold, possibly some snow, and you're going to have to beat a team that's playing hot.
And they're going to get after you.
No doubt.
And it's not going to be fun.
Most important player on that Rams team against the Bears is who? You going Stafford? Because I'm not.
You going Devontae?
No.
Kyron?
No.
Who?
Jared Verse.
Okay.
That's a good line for the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Williams cannot sit back. There were times against Green Bay that it felt like he was back there eating a sandwich. I've got all the time in the world. They laid back. They thought he would beat himself, and he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Verse has got to get after him.
Yep. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville, back on an Overreaction Monday.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
No snow and snow showers from yesterday now going by the wayside, but looking ahead, a chance to see maybe more snowflakes in here late Wednesday night, Thursday. Stay tuned. Sun, a few clouds today, 48. Tonight, lows will be in the low 20s, mainly clear. Tuesday, sunshine, upper 50s. Now, by Wednesday, we'll get some rain in, then rain and snow late into Wednesday night and early Thursday. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic.
This report sponsored by the experts at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate, the real estate leader in Western North Carolina.
Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate is not like other real estate companies. They're built differently. As the #1 family-owned real estate company in the U.S., proven expertise and personalized service delivers results. Let them show you how at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks.
It's a new year, and Aleve is here to help you keep your New Year's resolutions on track. Whether it's a daily walk, hitting the gym, or spending more time with friends and family, Aleve's got your back. With up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose, Aleve keeps you moving with long-lasting body pain relief so you can chase those dreams and achieve your goals. Don't let body pain slow you down. Keep going with Aleve, because this year is your year. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
ESPN Asheville, broadcasting from the Ingalls studio at Radio Ranch. Log on to ESPNAVL.com and make us your #1 preset on the iHeartRadio app. ESPN Asheville, #1 for sports coverage in the mountains.
This is where it starts, where your story begins. This is the trail you blaze yourself. And step by step, you get stronger, faster, better. This is where it starts. How will you finish? Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
The Sportsocracy.
What are you people? On dope?
It is ESPN Asheville, the Sportsocracy. We are coming to you live on an Overreaction Monday. Monday Night Football tonight. Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Monday Night Football.
To decide who is going to get the pleasure of being Drake May's next victim in the NFL playoffs.
Drake May. I think it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
What did that come from?
I have no idea.
Okay. You keep saying it.
Because their social media does it every single week.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where it came from. It's dumb, and it irks the bejesus out of me.
Drake May and the New England Patriots awaits the winner of tonight's game in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has not lost a Monday Night Football game at home since 1992. Okay. Wow. That's
nuts.
Jeez, that is nuts. It was the year my sister graduated from high school. She's 8 years older than I am. That's wild. Will the home field advantage matter tonight?
I think so. I really do. I love Pittsburgh tonight. I have felt this way the entire time. I'm not backing off of it. It probably doesn't hurt that I'm playing with house money because I did go 5-0 this week.
Mm-hmm.
But ever since these matchups came down, I've looked at this and gone, this is not the game that Houston wanted. You did not want to play the cerebral quarterback for the same reason that I said this about Josh Allen with Jacksonville. That's not the one you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I like Houston's defense. I think anyone does.
It's hard not to.
It's hard not to because they're very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't buy the offense. And I go back to what I've said time and time again. If your plan is to play good defense and win in the playoffs, you have to be able to run, and they can't.
Mm-hmm.
That's been the way to get Pittsburgh all year long, all the way back to week 1. The New York Jets should have beaten Pittsburgh in New York because Justin Fields ran all over them. Breece Hall ran all over them. And I think you're going to be one-dimensional. It's a dome team outside, which I'm always scared of.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't buy the Houston offense. I know they're better. I'm fully aware that the Houston Texans are a better NFL football team than the Pittsburgh Steelers. But I get a vet quarterback.
Yep. I get a vet quarterback. I get a coach who knows how to win at home on Monday Night Football, apparently.
And really needs this game.
Oh, most certainly.
Really needs this.
Mm-hmm. You go one and done in the playoffs, and it just continues to get louder and louder. We were, 6 weeks ago? Was it 6 weeks ago? Let's see. Yeah, about 6 weeks ago. We were all having the discussions of, well, maybe this is just over. Right? We were finding new homes for Mike Tomlin 6 weeks ago. And now he's won a division and led him to the playoffs yet again. A playoff win here can go a long way to kind of holding some people at bay. It's been happening for so long, you're obviously not going to soothe all of everybody's ills about you being the coach of this team immediately with one win. I mean, you could beat them 70-3 tonight, and I don't think that I don't think you're getting everybody on back on the bandwagon. But I think it does go a long way to kind of easing things and going, well, maybe, which is just a bad place to be, in my opinion. We've been talking so long for the Pittsburgh Steelers of how do you get out of this, right? It's the Marvin Lewis rule with the Cincinnati Bengals, like the Jeff Fisher rule. Like how do you break away from a guy he's fine at this, and we're competitive, but we're not world beaters, and we're not competing or winning Super Bowls anymore. How long do you continue down that path? And if you can win a playoff game here, I think it helps. I don't know. I hate going against Pittsburgh at home on a Monday Night Football. But at some point the streak has to end. But I don't know if you can hold off the Pittsburgh defense. That offensive line's not good still for Houston. They're not
especially on the
they're not as bad as Las Vegas or Los Angeles. Yeah, they're not as bad as the Chargers. But I mean, I think if you ranked the offensive lines coming into this power ranking style, you'd go Chargers at last, and Houston would probably be the next team that you selected. Next to worst last the offensive line in this playoffs. And I'm throwing that out against TJ Watt. That doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy by any stretch of the imagination. Does it matter who wins tonight? Are they just going up as a sacrificial lamb next week in Foxborough?
I think so.
I would tend to agree.
I don't give either one of these teams much of a chance to go in and beat New England. I mean, I've said this. I think we're on a collision course for Buffalo, New England in the AFC Championship game, and it is going to be an absolute battle of wills. And if the Buffalo Bills lose it, I am afraid the tenor of the discussion on Josh Allen changes. It's already overwhelmingly negative because he's done this so many times. It'll get into it'll be Jim Kelly 2.0.
Yep. Game of the week next week is already Seahawks 49ers. Do you agree?
I don't, because I think Seattle's going to kick the bejesus.
Do you really?
I do. With no George Kittle?
Oh, well, that's true.
I think they're going to kick them sideways.
Okay. I think that lays out as the game of the week next week. The Rams-Bears, I think, could be close. Especially seeing as how it's going to be so cold in Chicago next week.
And we all know about Matty Stafford when it's not – he's a house cat.
Bills-Broncos next week is going to be another cold one.
See, that's the one that I think is the game of the week. I think the Bills will win, but I think that game will be fantastic. Hey, look, this will
actually be the warmest game of the week next week.
Which is insane. Weather's stupid. Weather's just stupid.
Seattle's the warmest game of the week next week.
That one makes a little bit more sense.
And then Colorado. New England, of course, coming in at like the 30s. Chicago is going to be the next level of hell for Matthew Stafford.
I think we were really treated to 4 of 5 excellent games. Even the 5th one was close. It didn't feel close. The scoreboard made it feel closer than it was. But we had 4 epically great games in the playoffs. May have another one tonight.
Yep.
I think tonight will be a low-scoring game. And either C.J. Stroud or Aaron Rodgers is going to have the ball in their hand late with a chance to win.
Yep. We'll be watching along with the rest of you tonight. And, of course, tomorrow we'll be back on it's not a Power Rankings Tuesday. Do we have Power Rankings tomorrow?
We'll do Power Rankings of the 8 remaining teams.
Okay.
So we'll rank them. We'll do some NFL draft things. The start of the 3-round mock drafts is tomorrow. We'll start previewing the college bowl games that I will be attending in a couple weeks.
Maybe we should we power rank the 8 playoff teams that are left after tonight, and then we can power rank also the draft capital of the teams that are out. How about that? That might make sense. Is that too convoluted?
No,
okay.
We'll just go through it. I mean, that's a formula, so it's there's no real ranking to that. That's just here's the list in order, but we can talk about.
Yeah,
that.
We'll talk about all that coming up tomorrow right here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville.
Hey, just because your team's eliminated from the playoffs, this is 12 months of football. We're still talking about your team.
That's right.
You'll never feel left out here.
This league never rests.
We can also talk about how, and that's actually a good one, because we can talk about how some of you have needs that you better fill in free agency because you ain't filling them in the draft.
Tune back in with us right here on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM and 1400 tomorrow at noon.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Snow and snow showers from yesterday now going by the wayside, but looking ahead, a chance to see maybe more snowflakes in here late Wednesday night, Thursday. Stay tuned. Sun, a few clouds today, 48. Tonight, lows will be in the low 20s, mainly clear. Tuesday, sunshine, upper 50s. Now by Wednesday, we'll get some rain in, then rain and snow late into Wednesday night and early Thursday. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic.
This report sponsored by the experts at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate, the real estate leader in Western North Carolina.
Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate is not like other real estate companies. They're built differently. As the #1 family-owned real estate company in the U.S., proven expertise and personalized service delivers results. Let them show you how at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks.
This football season, Bears Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville. Your home for football where the fans feast.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Now that a new year is here, start 2026 by showing your gratitude. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose, celebrating the incredible impact of public school educators. Nominate an outstanding teacher in your life who's gone above and beyond for their students to be among the winners of $5,000 to stock their classroom. Teachers give their time, money, and hearts to help students succeed. Help us say thank you to the educators shaping our future. Get all the info and nominate a teacher who goes the extra mile today at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
If you can plan barbecues and weddings, you can plan to protect yourself from a natural disaster. Sign up for local alerts, prepare an emergency kit, and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo! Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
The iHeartRadio app now has presets, just like in the car. You're our number one. Make us yours. ESPN Asheville, the Mountain's favorite sports station, streaming 24/7. Your home for the Sportsocracy. Weekdays at noon. The Tar Heels and Atlanta Braves baseball.
First News on 570.
A new study offers data that seems to strongly suggest that smoking pot does curb how much alcohol people drink.
I mean, you know that that's going to happen. Listen, you're going to get the spins much sooner than you will without it. Next, we're studying whippets. Right. Did you know if you do fewer whippets, you rob less convenience stores?
Right.
Weekday mornings at 6 on News Radio 570 WWNC.
It really is. It's science.
Did you know that Ingles sells more organics than any other grocery store? Or that they run their own dairy? Or that they only serve USDA choice and prime meat? Or that they donate 3,956 meals a day to local food banks? Well, now you do. It's all in the bag.
Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have: Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelor or bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
That's what we were taught, service before self.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Get Ben Coker. Hubbard the
so that you don't.
Just now, 5 years later, did it start to heal? Well, I'm glad the Cameo video didn't cause irreparable damage. It's not bad, I suppose. For a friend's birthday, we paid for a Chris Hansen cameo. It was so mean, it ruined our friendship. Just now, 5 years later, did it start to heal? Well, I'm glad the Cameo video didn't cause irreparable damage. It's not bad. I suppose it still is worthy of 5 stars. I would love to look at the cameo requests Chris Hansen turns down. No, Kate, I promise you, you would not. It's very dark. That's okay, though. You can still book a cameo video with me today.